Well, a couple things before we get started tonight. Welcome, everybody. Hope you guys had fun. We have Gur back today, which is awesome. Zoya is out tonight. She has a social event that she had to go to, so she will likely not be here tonight at all. But if you know someone who wants to play in a Gmerit game, send them my way. I'd love to talk to them about getting into either a one-shot or getting on the wait list for getting into campaign. I do have some really cool things coming up real soon. Those things will be announced over at Patreon first, and then on the Discord, and then to the public on my social media stuff. So do watch for those. Got a fun stuff coming up. Also, the GM tip videos and archives go up over on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. If you do watch those, do hit the thumbs up. It makes me feel nice. I really appreciate it. Also, we have a clip contest going on. So if there's a moment from the campaign or session that you like, throw a clip into the clip contest. And you'll be automatically entered for a really cool prize at the end of the month. We also launched a new website over the holidays called toyvoarpg.com. We unlocked another 500 articles today. So if you guys want to go check that out, there's a lot of reference material on there about Toyvoa in general. So go check that out. Lastly, we have new products available over at gmerit.com, including the Sagaeos Edition t-shirt, the Punch Aimer in the Face pillow, and I am going to be doing a Learn to Play one-shot this month. So all those signups are directly on the front page of gmerit.com. Otherwise, guys, let's get you guys rolling, because you guys can play some D&D, and it is time. Here we go. You guys are adventuring in the lands of Toyvoa. Specifically, we are out here in Nausea. After you guys were down in Grindavik, let's move the map a little bit, down here in Grindavik, having dealt with a Cathedral of Cateus that had popped up in your efforts in Grindavik, you've managed to rescue Kerfex, who has gone off to help an assault on the Isle of Srona, and have made acquaintances with a woman called Niam Dorcadas. You have, after some discussion and dinner and a night at Matilda's house, teleported to Nausea, and are just arriving now here in your hometown of Nausea. As the teleportation circle flares and fades, you guys are met by the face of the guardian of the blue cloak teleportation circle, known as Shadrach.
Oh, okay. Ooh. No, I thought it was the other face, the punchable
Yeah, so did I.
As Shadrach greets you, hello. Welcome back to Nausea. Is everything well? At which point you hear a pleasant voice from behind you. Oh, darling, aren't you sweet? And Niam is going to attempt to walk around Matilda over towards Shadrach. Will you allow?
She can do what she wants. Shadrach can fend for himself.
Shadrach can probably do it better than we can.
Circus monkeys, yada yada.
Yeah. I ship it. Go. Get you some, girl.
She strides over and reaches up to touch his arm. He takes a step back. I'm sorry. Excuse you. Who are you? Oh, darling, I'm Niam. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Oh, your name is... I'm Shadrach of the Blue Cloaks. You'll have to excuse me. I have other arrivals coming in. Please clear the area. Oh. A pity that we couldn't spend more time getting to know each other more intimately. Shadrach, after all, one powerful spellcaster recognizes another. Oh, come, friends. I could have told him to do the same. This way.
Just gonna cock an eyebrow, look at Matilda, grin evilly.
Shadrach looks
Well?
at you all with a bit of curiosity. Is she with you?
And we're in a death temple.
For now?
We rescued her.
Yeah, rescued. That's a good, like a stray cat.
Stray cat.
She's a nice
Well, she's definitely got. Never mind.
Bet you
All
like
right,
a pet
Matilda's
cat.
gonna head out the door.
Neom is walking with that perfect hip swing sachet that's undeniable below her veiled legs as her bare feet grace the presence of the Blue Cloak Citadel. As you guys are walking, several of the recruits that were in the jousting chambers and practice yards stop what they're doing to come to the door and gawk. Neom takes them no mind, but rather continues striding before you towards the exit. Is there anything you guys would like to do?
Bring your attention to the conversation that just transpired in Roll20 chat, as apparently we've been saying her name wrong.
I'm so sorry.
How is Neom spelled Neve?
It's pronounced Neve. It's Gaelic.
Okay.
Gaelic be like that, yo.
Well, I didn't know
Just be
that.
glad there's no W's in there.
I
sorry.
took
Roll
it.
it all
It's
the
just like-
letters and you
it's
shake the
just like-
jar.
It's just like this name is called Siobhan.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
gonna
I will
say this.
attempt to recall that. However, yes.
If it
I'm
makes
sorry I
any
didn't tell you beforehand.
So,
my grandmother, who is Scottish, hates.
Pyro, are you in another room?
his microphone
He's
is
on
on
a
his
different
head,
planet.
or he's facing away from his new microphone.
No, I haven't changed it.
Now that you're
It's
facing
super
it, you
low.
sound better.
Wait, I actually have to. Yeah, I see why you do the boom microphone now. Okay.
Yes.
Point. Anyway, my grandmother is Scottish, and she has said Gaelic names are sometimes a bunch of bullshit. Why do you think we drink?
So as Neve moves out, she realizes that there may be a need for Neve behind her somewhere.
I'll get it.
All right. Well, is she gonna stay and flirt with all the Blue Cloak recruits, or are we headed over to the Long Striders Consortium?
I'm headed to the Log Striders. I don't know about you guys.
As you guys are headed out of here, the person you did not want to see is at the door the moment that you guys get there.
Oh, fucking ramrod.
Hey, Neve, there's somebody you need to meet, sweetheart.
Really? Who would that
You'll like
be?
this one.
And
Neve, meet
Ronaldo's
What?
buttmate.
Oh, yes, that's right. Thank you, Tyro. Ronaldus Basil.
Reynaldus? Oh dear, what a beautiful name. As
Yeah,
she
beautiful name for a beautifully punchable chin.
as she's exiting, the door opens. Hello. Oh, such a presence. He has his hand on his sword, ready to draw it, and he looks past her to you guys and raises an eyebrow in that dashing way that he does.
Matilda
Neve.
waggles both eyebrows at him.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh no! See,
Performance?
This is all about Neve.
As Neve
Can I roll intimidate?
intimidate? Sure. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
I
eye
don't wanna
waggle.
pick more.
An eye waggle can mean
waggle.
100 things.
Yes,
Everybody have a-
intimidating eye waggle.
As you
Menacing.
intimidate Ronaldus Basil, he looks cautious for the moment And the sword, you hear a pop as the sword is disengaged from its sheath for just a moment. An inch of the sword is drawn as Neve steps forward to him. Well, hello, handsome. Are
Uh-oh.
you the
Neve
person
won
in
the sword
charge?
for you. Get him, girl.
Yes, I am in charge. And you might be... Oh, Neve Dorcadas. As she curtsies as gracefully as you could possibly do, and as she does so, the leg slides outwards, and her curtsy goes all the way down to where her chest is just an inch off the floor, and she looks up at him with a smile. Showing her cleavage to him, she rises gracefully up. And you are the lord of this fine establishment, aren't you? Sir Ronaldus Basil. And happily married, you might know. But I appreciate your display. I assume that you're the ward of these fine people of the, consortium. Clients of mine.
Matilda's shaking her head. No, not a ward. Nope.
No.
This one is the ward. Matilda points at Gur.
Oh, well, I'm their guest. You understand? I'm here to employ them. He nods. I understand. Well, please remember, keep any evildoing out of the city. After all, we wouldn't want to have to take drastic measures against such a lovely lady as yourself and your friends. We wouldn't want to impede on their business or anything. But you'll have to excuse me, madam. I must go about business. And he's going to shuffle around her, and she's going to watch him like a shark watching a morsel of meat go past her. As he goes past her, you see her eyes as her head twists almost 180 degrees. Watching him, you guys know that if she could cause trouble with Ronaldus, she absolutely would. But Ronaldus is too good for that. After all, his morality and how good of a person he is stands in the face of all of the dastardly ideas she's having.
He'll fail that check eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually.
He's married?
Who can put up with that bar?
He never said married. He said pure. He'll fail
No,
that
he
check.
said he
I
was
did say
No,
married.
he said
Married?
married. No.
He said happily married, dude.
Dude
Like,
Yeah, I
has
missed
a
that part.
wife.
it's a pillow. I'm calling it now. Walking out the door.
Well, you'll have to excuse me, madam. Gentle people, remember, the consortium is under watch. We want to make sure that you're not causing any trouble bringing in riffraff, no matter how delightfully beautiful they are.
I'm
Don't
going to
worry,
tell
I'm
your
not.
wife.
My wife knows that there are attractive people in town. After all, she's the most attractive of them all. Excuse me, I'm a happily married man. Pardon me. And he's going to wander off.
I just need to check how's this sound, guys. Sorry.
That's fine.
Much better.
Yeah, I just switched back to the headset microphone.
So,
I gotta set it up. Yeah.
where are we going next? It's a beautiful little town. Oh, hello. We haven't really been introduced, little friend. They refer to you as Gur, though, right?
That's me. I'm Gur.
She's going to
We
get
will stand
down
up
on her
straight.
knees, and she's going to kneel down so she's face to face with you. Yet, aren't you the cutest little thing? Oh, I just want to give you a hug. Can I do that?
Gur puffs out his chest and opens his arms really wide. And he
She's
says, yes, I like hugs.
she's going to give you the perfect gentle hug, and her cold hands caress your fur just so, and then you feel that very pointy pinpricks of fingernails scratching deep into your fur, catching all the way down into the flesh and rumpling your ruff and giving you that perfect scratch that no one else can, because they don't have claws like this woman does. As she pulls her fingernails up the back of your neck and over the top of your head, she scratches behind your ears.
Gur
Like a
melts
puppy.
into a
Aw.
pile of just ooze. And he's just draped over her now, just snuggling.
Are you sure
You are
that's
liquid like a
Gur?
cat.
He is liquid
you-
like a cat.
Are you sure that's Gur melting or not you?
Two things can be real.
The fingernails work their way around the back of your ear, down your jawline, into the underside of your chin, where they scratch vigorously before taking the tuft of fur on the center of your chest and squeezing it. Before letting go, she smiles. Such a cute little furball. No wonder you keep him around. He's delightful. Nice to meet you, Gur.
Gur returns the greeting, but kind of quietly thinks about what she's said.
So, why do you adventure with these people? Aren't you a little young?
They found me.
They found you? Oh dear, that must have been an excellent story. You tell me, how did they find you?
Oh, Gur,
Yes.
I was in a house and it was lots of dark, and there were lots of drawers and cabinets, and shiny things like to hide in drawers and cabinets. So I like to go and find them when they're hiding in the drawers and cabinets. So I was looking for shiny things, and then they opened the drawer in the cabinet, and they pulled me out. And then
Really?
I found Mama and Papa.
We have so much in common. I like shiny things too.
Do you?
Of course.
Do you have shiny things?
Not anymore. They got taken from me by the
no.
bad man.
Why did he take them?
I don't know, little girl. They took them away. They locked me into that cell and started using bad magics to pull my very soul out. I'm so thankful that you and your mighty friends here came to save me. I would have been very hurt and had so many boo-boos if you hadn't.
And so Gur is very concerned now, and he's gonna pull his backpack around and rifle through it, and he's gonna pull out two things. He's gonna pull out the piece of quartz that he had been given as a shiny and offer it to her, and he's gonna pull out a fancy handkerchief and give it to her too.
She's going to take the quartz first, and she's going to look at it. Are you sure, friend Gur? This is a beautiful gift.
Yes, everyone should have a shiny, and I have bones, and I think that you should have a shiny so you can have my shiny.
Do you have a shiny as well? A matching one?
No, I just have one.
Oh, well, we can't have that. And so she's going to take the piece of quartz, and you're going to hear a scratch as her fingernail scribes the side of it. And then with a tap, the quartz bisects. You keep that half, and I'll keep this. And that way we'll be able to remember each other by. Don't you think that's nice?
Well, that was really neat trick.
Thank you.
And
I learned it a long
he's so
time
excited.
ago. Now, what's this? A handkerchief?
Yeah, I found a bunch of them, and I give them to people I really like.
She takes it in her hand and looks at it as she spreads her hand open, revealing the shape of this negligee. Well,
It is. 1 second.
I was gonna say, did you already give the one that said juicy on it?
yes, that one has been
Nope,
given away, I believe.
The dice say that it's the light blue lacy G-string.
She smiles.
Why?
Ooh,
No, fine.
this looks like it'll come in handy. She looks up at Matilda and then
Matilda
wraps it
shrugs.
around her pinky finger several times before tucking it directly down into her bodice and then withdrawing your finger.
Matilda just shrugs like they're Gur's handkerchiefs.
And they're
Handkerchief.
such good handkerchiefs, too. They'll be able to make sure to wipe my eyes and dab the sides of my mouth when I eat. So thankful, Gur.
You're welcome.
What does Heckin get?
What does Heckin get with what? Oh, you.
Oh,
Heckin's checking her pockets for a handkerchief?
I can
Oh,
got handkerchief
right.
now too.
What's Spanx? That's a new word for me.
shapewear. It's shapewear.
It's shapewear.
It's shapewear.
Okay.
It's where you wear under a dress.
It basically keeps your butt and boobs in place.
Right.
Gus said that he gave handkerchiefs to everyone he really liked, so I can
Oh.
how to look for a handkerchief.
Ouch!
Ugh.
Wow!
We
There might
Good.
have been there wasn't a chance to distribute them yet.
You could have done it when they
You've been
first
pretty
popped
much
out.
going non-stop ever since you got those things.
Well, it doesn't help that every time we've been in town where the sessions Gur missed,
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
they came back for combat and violence.
By the way,
That's why
Tony's
you seem
here.
like a murder baby.
So would we have given Heckin some handkerchief?
Yeah,
Some
Heckin got the dark gray Spanx with monogrammed initials.
Understood. What were the
What
monogrammed initials?
I don't know, what was the mayor's wife's name?
You tell me what the initials say because they weren't necessarily the mayor's wife.
Oh, that's true.
What was the mayor's name?
That's not the one on that.
It's a Gable.
Sphinx. So
They're monogrammed JJ.
JJ. J.
Oh, no,
Jonah
we're
Jameson.
building-
Understood.
Building new in-game lore. The mistress of the mayor.
Why are we
Ow.
building
Through
underwear? cannons?
lingerie.
By the way, how? By the way, just heads up. Kira and Tyranius are out, not anywhere near there.
Understood. Well, they seem to have left us, friend Gur. They apparently didn't like having gift exchanges. They're no fun during the winter festivals, are they?
There's a winter festival? Oh, I mean, and they don't really talk to me much. I just follow them.
You just follow them? Oh, such a good bugbear. Exactly what you need to do. You follow people who are more powerful than you so you can learn to become more powerful yourself.
Oh no, Gur's more powerful than us, or me.
Really? Gur? Do you have
Yeah.
a secret?
It's
Do I
no
have a secret?
It's no secret. Gur is absolutely fantastic in a fight.
Really?
He's our strong little man.
Well,
Your flexes.
look at those
Helpful,
muscles.
great manners, really strong, talks to animals.
You talk
super
to
friendly
animals? What's
and
your favorite
adorable.
animal?
Gur scrunches his nose and he says, after thinking for a minute, my favorite ones are the ones that talk back and don't try to eat me.
Oh dear, have you ever talked to an anteater?
An anteater? Do they eat ants?
They do. It's glorious how long their tongues are.
Do they eat uncles too?
She smiles at you. Some do. Some of the ones that I'm aware of do, yes. but they're far away and not here in such a delightful town.
Well, go. Why don't you tell her about Cassius as we start making our way back to the consortium?
Oh my gosh, Cassius! I forgot about Cassius! We used to have a pet Cassius, and he was really big, and we would run around and ride on him and stuff. And I put my cloak on him, and it looked really cool.
Wow. That's glorious. And it's such a beautiful cloak, too. How it flutters in the wind.
Yeah. But there's no wind, so it's like magic.
Will you walk with me, Gur?
Sure.
Will you hold my hand?
He's absolutely slipping his hand into Neve's hand. And
As
just
Neve
waddling
has
along.
got one hand, she's going to make it so that Gur is between her and Matilda. Would you reach up for Matilda's other hand?
I would offer it, yeah.
Matilda?
Sure.
All right. Neve is going to try to lift Gur a little bit so that we can do the swinging Gur while walking.
You're gonna have to lift real high. He's got big elbows.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
All it takes is
It's
a
like
little bit of cooperation from the kid.
He will cooperate.
It's like when a kid's
Here we
starting to get a
go.
little bit too tall for the mum and dad to do it easy, so like flex their arms and put them at like angles so the kids can swing.
Well,
Yep.
where are we going exactly, Lady Matilda? After all, I'm
Back to
not
the Long
used to
Striders
this
Consortium?
place.
We're headed to the Longstriders Consortium first to turn in the previous job, and then we'll be replenishing supplies to take on yours.
Oh. Well, I suppose then we should be off. Let's run. After all, I haven't gotten to run in ages.
Would you like shoes?
No. I prefer to be able to feel the ground that I walk on. It makes me feel connected.
Me too. And Gur wiggles his bare toes.
We have so much in common. And she's going to pause for a moment and reach out her toes to play footsie with you for just a moment.
Gur doesn't understand the nuances of this game, so he indulges her, as it were.
There's no nuances to this. This is her being playful with a kid.
Okay, he's happily playing along.
I don't have any nuances to this.
For just a couple seconds, she does this, just enough to make Matilda uncomfortable.
Why would I be uncomfortable? I'm more like wondering when the jogging is going to start.
It's just being kids.
They
We're used to
begin
Gur
running.
shenanigans.
They begin running. Matilda can
I'll
jog.
keep up.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I'll
easily keep up.
Clank, 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 all
Yep.
down the road.
I'm more upset that we have to do the morning jog in armor. More than doing the morning jog.
Whereas Neon looks like something out of a Lisa Frank painting. As she's nearly dancing down the street, taking long leaps with Gur between her and Matilda. It's fun.
Gur has turned from like regular jogging to like the thing where he swings on his arms, very ape-like, just swinging himself on his arms.
Awesome. So, as you guys approach the long, low brown building, you guys are able to walk inside. As you guys come inside, you're going to be greeted by a youthful man that you would recognize as Brad. Brad comes running up to the group and says, "Hey, welcome home. You got some new guests. Awesome. Come right in. Pull up a table right over here. We got some ham and eggs."
Eric?
Yes.
Good question. So was for Tyranius and Kia and Zoya, who's not here,
Yes.
the raid actually happened, but like at the same time, or is this timeline wibbly wobbly stuff? I'm just wondering.
This is the next day.
Okay, so Tyranius is
We
gonna
have
do,
seen
hey,
Brad
hey!
being Brad.
No, that's fine. Because I'm like, hey, Brad, thanks for the haste, man. Yeah, we'll take bacon and eggs and breakfast.
Excellent. Bacon and eggs and breakfast. You want some cereal?
And-
Awesome. You got some cereal? Got some Snap Crackle Pops? All set? Right over here. Take a seat. Right there, right there, right there, right there. In
And we
your
need
mid.
to report a quest.
Oh, of course.
Actually,
Who would you like to talk to?
Who's available? Is Kerfax doing okay?
Kerfix is here. Yep, he's all set. He just got back from the raid. It's all good. They managed to disable
look
the
at the
wards.
clock?
You look at the
Reporting
clock,
to the
and the
might be
clock
best.
has the pendulum in it.
okay, there we go.
Matilda speaks up, says, lifts her visors, says, reporting to Zutono directly might be best.
Good
Oh,
point.
really? I thought we'd go to Leslie because she pays us usually.
Well, I'll go ahead and get that arranged.
Directly.
And he's going to walk over, and as Neve walks in, looking around curiously, Brad's going to pull out a chair for her.
Oh, Brad.
As
Okay.
Neve sits down, he tucks her in and shakes his head a moment. Yes, I'll get you in touch with Zutono in just a moment. And he goes running off.
Can I roll an insight?
That
Can I
was
roll an
weird.
insight why he shook his head?
Of course.
Insight. Meh. No idea.
Yeah, maybe he just had a case of
could
the
be
willies.
anything. It could even be a boat.
All right. So I'm gonna sit down. Right, I've already done the thing. All right. So what do we need to get for basics of restocking? Oh yeah, heckin', that's Brad. He
Is that the Brad?
yes.
Brad.
Yeah.
The greatest cook in West?
Wait, I don't know. if
You
he's
say
one
that,
now.
and he comes sliding to a stop. I heard my name.
Is he smug? Is he like a smug smile now?
As he's handing
Look
out
at that smile. He's always
plates
smart.
and bacon and eggs and toast and honey and cereal. He leaves a basket of fruit, several jars of marmalade and jams, and
Why
goes,
didn't you tell me you knew Brad?
It's
Everyone
kinda-
knows Brad's cooking's the best in
Sorry, go.
Reston.
well, thank you for that. I don't think I've made your acquaintance. And he reaches out a hand to shake yours.
I will shake his hand. Name second.
Again, nice to meet you. Is there anything I can get for you other than what's here at the table?
Do you have some sunflower seeds? With
Sunflower seeds? Of course! I always keep some with me. For all they make great on-the-run snacks. And he will produce a small brown bag of sunflower seeds and hand it to you.
Are they in shells or?
Thank you.
They have been shelled.
Aw.
They've been shelled. They've been roasted. They're delicious.
Wait, he insulted them?
Yes. He has salted them.
Brad can insult people?
Oh, yeah. Brad can absolutely insult people with the best of them.
This is
How much do we owe?
Awesome.
Oh, this is covered by their membership. It's all good. Enjoy. If there's anything else I can get for you, please let me know. He goes running off.
Actually, that's the question. You want to join Heckin? Like officially?
Do you mean get a shiny badge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay.
We'll get you
Um,
registered
well-
under our party if you'd like.
In fact, you've met one of the main people in charge of it all through Corfax, the one we helped rescue the other day.
Yeah. He seemed nice. Are they always nice?
More often than not, I
yeah.
would say.
Yeah.
Good intentions always, for sure. Nice.
Quirky. Quirky at worst. What is it? Hey, Granak, it was what? Zutono's got those what? Like dire weasels or dire somethings? I forgot.
The weasels.
Yeah, he got two giant dire weasels and it's cool as hell. Freaky.
Yeah, Rathi, they're Corsar and Rava.
Hey, there you go.
I think the
That's
names
the
are
benefit-
longer, but I just call them Corsar and Rava.
Probably only pronounceable in weasel anyways.
Was it weasels or a ferret? Something in the back of my head saying ferret for some reason. I might
Let
be
me
just going
actually
air
open up my.
weasels.
So let me actually open
It's-
up my
they're
notes to
dire
confirm
weasels.
now.
They're dire weasels. It's in my notes. They're dire weasels.
By the way,
They are indeed
By
dire weasels.
the
Rathi
way,
and
don't
dire
forget-
weasels.
Heck, just a little heads up. Brad always does accept tips personally.
Oh,
And-
of course.
And actually, Tyrannus is going to put down 6 gold on the counter.
On the table?
Yeah, and on the counter for the. Yeah, he's going to put 6 coins down there for Brad. This
And
next time he runs.
Neom is, or Neve, sorry. Neve is going to speak up. He accepts tips.
There's a sign out front.
Yeah, just the tip.
Really?
Just a tip.
Here glares at Cairo. He doesn't need help.
She
What?
smiles.
I don't think any.
Perhaps I can provide him with a tip that will satisfy him for the day.
Damn it.
Niece, I sincerely doubt that it would be a day. I'm not doubting your skill, but that man is on 4 times speed at any given point.
Really?
I bet you he takes.
Don't
I bet-
tempt her like that.
Ironius, stop helping, please.
You're not my real dad.
If he's already moving that fast, then this won't take long. I've always
Please
wondered
wait
what it'd be
till
like
after-
to have a man that could vibrate.
Can we ask that you at least wait until after we get paid before you put the moves on him, please?
Oh. No, I'm afraid not.
No, well, I tried.
It's a little too late for that.
When Tyro's the one trying to be reasonable.
No. Tyronius has priorities. The show comes after he gets paid.
All right. Well, we need to speak with Zutono, because apparently he's the one with the connections.
Well, Brad has said he would get it set up, so why don't we just enjoy our breakfast here while we wait?
Yeah, sure, I'm doing.
Okay.
Like Tyronius has a
Just
mountain
like
of
having something hanging over us, you know.
That's fine. It's fine. What? Since when is since when is the consortium never not paid? Plus, good is left the money here. It's not actually from the consortium's coffers.
At worst, we also finish our breakfast and go investigate afterwards ourselves.
Yeah. Plus, second breakfast is always awesome.
So while we're
This
waiting
is
for
second breakfast.
that,
This
Matilda's
is second
gonna pull
breakfast.
out a little
Yeah.
spiral-bound little kind of palm-sized notebook, and she's just gonna be kind of taking stock of things that we need to pick up.
Neve is
Before we
going to
go. Okay.
scoot next to you.
And Granok is
Question?
so proud.
Question: is it palm sized for Matilda? So like a normal A4 book?
Yes.
Neve's going to come over and try to peek.
She can peek. Matilda will even tilt her hands so that she can read what's being written down, and it looks like a grocery list.
Ooh. You can buy all of that here.
Yeah, all this stuff.
You buy most things
Looking
what
for
you
something
want.
a little more specialized, we might have to look for a particular vendor or head down to the docks and get something special ordered. But most of this we can get right here in town.
Why
Hmm.
does this line say have Gur visit Miss... What's that name?
Oh, Lotley.
What a beautiful name.
She's really pretty.
Really? I would
Yeah,
love
but
to
that-
meet her.
And her
She's
dad's a
a,
tank.
Yeah, she's a leather worker here in town, and Gur vendors off hides and bones and things that we find.
Really?
She buys my stuff. Yeah, she gives me shinies. Oh, maybe she can give you shinies too.
I would
Oh.
love to meet someone really talented in leather.
If you're looking for some of her work, Matilda kind of unbuckles the little potion belt she's got around her, like the little bolero thing, and
Bandolier.
hands over whatever bandolier. Yes, the bandolier, and hands it over to Neve so that she can inspect the stitch work. It's all out of potions, so.
This seems very durable. Like, I believe that this would be able to hold up even against perhaps even your muscles, Matilda. Have you ever tried to test its strength?
I'm surprised you haven't picked me up by my bandolier before. It's always the horn.
Oh, that's because of sheep, Tyro.
What? You saying I'm a bad influence?
Neve smiles. I believe that
Look,
he
if you
needs some
want to,
shearing sometimes.
If you want to control an unruly animal, you grab them by the horns, you turn their heads sideways.
And then you do other things to them as well.
Boo-boo-doo-boo.
Look, it's not the weirdest thing that I've had someone say they do to me. Apparently having a long muzzle turns some people on.
Oh dear, no.
I don't know.
Nope. Anyway,
I'm not opposed.
well, I've never tried testing the limits of the stitching, but it's gotten me through multiple battles and come out pretty unscathed.
Then I will absolutely need to visit this Lotley person. They sound delightful.
Yeah,
Oh.
very skilled leather worker.
Gur,
Actually,
do you have leather that you're going to provide Miss Lotley? Gur, darling.
Gur, you there? And he pokes the head.
Gur's AFK.
Her
now.
headphones doing.
Okay.
No, her headphones
Hey.
might be doing something
Okay.
stupid.
Hello?
There she is.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah, my headset went dumb because I hadn't talked in a while.
Gur's
Boo.
spacing out.
No
Reception
pain.
unclear.
Gur rifles through his bag and he pulls out a smaller bag from one of the side pockets, not from the main bag hole. And from the main bag, he pulls out a bow and he's like, I have a minotaur skeleton and I have this bag of clothing and it has mimic stuff in it.
Mimic stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
If
a
I-
talented leather worker with mimic parts. I think I'm going to get along with this person quite well.
And her dad's actually the blacksmith too, so it's a nice wombo combo of them.
Is
Although,
he
hey,
married?
he is married, I
Uh,
believe.
no.
What?
Matilda looks a little awkward.
Oh,
He
shit.
was.
So he's single now.
Right, but it seems to be a very sensitive topic. He might. I think he's a widower.
Oh, so very sad. Losing one's partner is such a terrible thing. Such a man, I'm sure, needs comfort.
Actually, speaking of comfort, Kia,
Maybe.
you better pop in and see Lotley too.
Just be careful.
Of course I'm careful, Matilda. I wouldn't want anyone to get hurt.
18 pounds of big Jesus Christ.
And Brad's going to come running by, and as he does so, he slides to a stop. Yeah, Mr. Sherez is available in his office whenever you're ready. And he goes running off.
Thank you, Brad.
Right. That's our
I-
cue.
Let's polish off and get up.
Here
Also,
shoves another piece of bacon in his face before he stands up.
Also, Kia, my brother, my friend, my compadre,
What?
pull the fucking trigger. We actually said we were going to try and hire Lotley to be part of the crew, didn't we?
Well,
Yeah, I put the invitation forward.
I think I'm
Right.
going to stay down here. After all, I wouldn't want to shock anyone.
I doubt you could shock
Um,
Sutono.
Yeah, that's not possible, I don't think. He seems pretty unfazed no matter what he deals with.
If I might, unfazed isn't the word I would use. Like, he still got mad when someone tried to shoot me. But, yeah, I don't think he would be shocked if Nami walked in on her hands and knees.
At
Sorry,
worst,
Neve.
at worst, we are doing a proper business discussion about a task complete. Probably not the most influential moment to introduce her. We can just make proper introductions after we've finished our quest here.
Yeah.
Of course.
Good
But you need to get hacking their badge. And he's up and walking.
I'll sit down here and fill out any paperwork that I need to, and I'll get more acquainted with Brad.
You do that. You stay down here and fill out.
She smiles at you, and takes a grape and punctures the grape with her middle finger and puts it on the tip of her tongue as you guys walk upstairs.
All right, so probably should have what is it? Job done first, and then Hecken's hazing ritual later, right?
What?
Yep. Job
There's a
first.
hazing ritual?
Maybe.
There's no hazing ritual.
What's hazing?
It's where you make someone, where you make someone do something a little silly,
It's
to make them feel part of the group.
bullying. It's bullying the new guy, and we don't do that here.
Damn.
As you guys come
Right.
up the stairs, seated behind the little desk is Carfax. Oh, hey friends, welcome back to the consortium. See that no one's taking over the receptionist job, so back to work it is.
Still?
Yeah, you think
Benefit?
that someone would take over or something, but nope. So it's paperworkification for me and office filing and yeah. Paperwork has to be done.
Could be worse.
Oh yeah, it could be worse. I could be getting drained in the Temple of Cataeus against my will.
There you go. Exactly.
How are the
Well-
benefits for the position?
Benefits. Oh, well, great. You got medical and life insurance, and dental and horn polishing, every Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah, you could really use a horn polishing Kia.
Carfax looks
Here,
at you.
just
He don't have any
Pretends
horns.
that it didn't happen.
Tyrant is just giggling off to the side.
He looks at you. Speaking of horn polishing, sir, yours looking kind of dull. You need a little bit of luster added to your horn, sir.
I haven't been able to get a proper. I haven't been able to book an appointment with the spa yet, but that was on my mind once.
Oh, no. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I got a regimen just perfect for you. Tell you what, you come by the dojo later, and I will polish your horn for you.
You know what? I'll take you up on that. Looking dead at Matilda and Kia and the rest of them. I think I'll be fine with Kerfex polishing my horns.
Hey, what's the horn equivalent of a pedicure?
You look at him, and you are curious of this. Are you going to ask him that?
Yeah, I asked that out loud.
Oh, well, see, what you got to do is you got to get some conditioner. You got to make sure that you first clean the horn. You got to make sure you get down in there with a nice, good brush. And you scrub away any of the dirt, right? You polish it down, make sure it's nice and smooth. Well, that's going to leave a dull exterior, which ain't great. But it feels nice to get rid of all that dirt and grime, etc. Once that's done, you got to make sure there's no fungus in there because that'll just ruin the whole thing. But you then you file down the tip so that it's just at the right point of sharpness. You don't want to go too sharp because that'll cause it to be brittle. But you sharpen it down just a bit and you round the tip, right? You go around the tip a couple times. And then you take your nice rag and you slide down the length of the horn and you polish it in with a certain compound called a conditioner, usually made out of beeswax and a couple other things like tea tree oil, etc. Maybe a bit of mint and some citrus in there to revitalize the horn. As you do that, you go ahead and you go up and down and you polish it repeatedly and you make sure you give it a good twist while you're doing it so you don't get streaks. You want to make sure the whole thing is all the way down from the tip all the way down to the girthy base. And that's how you get it perfectly polished.
I was gonna say, because one of my problems with trying to do it is that it's behind my head all the damn time, so I can't see what I'm doing.
See, that's why you need another man. Someone who's taller than you to get in there and really, polish it hard.
Yeah, especially around the grooves that I've got as well. So when do you want me to pop around for that? Or when would be best?
Let's do that this afternoon.
Sure. I'll see if I can make it. We've got some shopping to do, but we'll see if we can do it. Because oh god, I haven't had a good buff in a while.
Right. Well, we'll go ahead and get you all buffed out and get you polished up and to a nice shiny sheen.
Nice. Anyway, speaking of shiny sheens, we got to get paid, so we got to go see the big dog. Nice work on the island, man.
The big dog. We don't have any werewolves here.
Okay, the man with the 2 giant weasels.
Oh, Mr. Cherez. Yeah. Yeah. I get it. Yep. You were making a joke.
Yep, no, I am a walking joke. I look like a rotten banana. Out the door.
Vouch for both of those statements.
He looks at you. Now that you mentioned it, I hadn't thought about it. Does that mean that you got a white creamy center?
I'm not sure.
We're
but
walking away now. Matilda's walking
no.
down the hall.
And
She's having
Kerfex
this
looks at you
conversation.
and raises an
Hang on,
eyebrow, and for a moment, the line of "you could have one" pops into your dirty little mind, Tyro.
Well, Tyrone is going to hold that and say,
Down the hall, walking
That's-
down the hall.
I don't have one, but a lot of people find me appealing in some way. And he's gone.
Was that a banana pun?
Was the banana
It
pun.
was banana.
And the
Punch.
best part was I made it and then I split.
Indeed.
That entire conversation was a bit of a roller coaster. I just wanted to know if there was a word for a horn pedicure.
A hornicure.
That's dumb.
Fornicure?
Yeah.
I'm sure that's not what it's called. I will look it up. But as we go ahead and do that as a cherry on top, you guys are able to go down the end of the hall, and someone's looking it up for me before I even get to it. Awesome.
Sorry, it's my job. I get
It is
bored.
buffing. I'm 99% sure it's buffing back from when I did it for my grandparents. I just had to go double check.
Is it called buffing?
90,
Yeah, it's
I'm
buffing.
90% sure he's right, yes.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just-
I remember being 8 years old and doing this to cows.
I was going to say, it's just, what I'm looking at is just a trim or something like that. Very boring. We can make whatever we want. Fuck it, it's D&D.
It is called
I
the
mean,
buffing.
realistically, the best way to do it is you get a power tool for like essentially sanding.
Well,
Oh
Yeah.
god, wait.
yes.
So you mean the buff one gives a good buffing?
Yep. He needs the
Nice.
power added to it. Exactly right.
Tyra is going to be in the buff with another man.
Cover
no,
your
no,
ears
no.
As we walk down the hall, turning in
Gur's
the
over here
dark.
just trying to
We're
offer his
going to
toilet
get
brush to
paid.
Kerfex.
Perfect is going to take
It's a
it.
good brush with stiff bristles.
He looks at it. You know, we're actually out of one down in the outhouse. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Good guy, Kerfax.
Always
As,
What?
amusing,
What's the
Gur.
matter? What's the matter, Matilda? You don't want to see me get buffed?
No, absolutely not. Walking down the hall, clank,
And
clank,
yet you
clank,
try to
down
make
the
the
hall,
joke.
at the door, knocking on the door, returning in this job.
the fun part is, we know for a fact that she does because she tries to encourage you to go on a run every morning.
Yeah, so she wants to see me buff.
Exactly.
Matilda needs her own set of horns.
Matilda denies everything.
Regardless.
I don't make it untrue.
Yeah.
So, you guys knock on the door at the end of the hall, and you will hear, "Come in." And as you guys open the door, you guys can enter and find Zutono Cherez seated behind his desk with Gert Frost standing next to him.
Oh, hey. I didn't expect to find you here.
Well, we just got done with an assault on Akeda, and we were having a bit of a debrief. Do come in, though. How have things been?
Rambunctious.
Successful.
Excellent. Kerfix said that you were quite helpful in rescuing him from the temple.
We indeed did manage to help save him and a second individual as well.
Yeah, it
Yes.
was the individual I told you about.
He
Oh, they
mentioned
saved me
that.
too.
Yes. Nice to make your acquaintance. My name is Gertrude Frost.
Oh, hi. I've heard all about you.
Yeah, this is the heckin' I was talking about. Sorry, 25 words.
Ah. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Hecken. Welcome to the Longstairs Consortium. I hope that you're doing well after your ordeals.
I'm doing great. These people are awesome.
Truly. Well, I believe that they live up to their expectations and their reputation.
They live. That's more than I can say about most of my previous parties.
Really?
Dark.
As the doors slowly close behind you guys without prompting, tell us more of your previous parties.
Oh, and Hecken's eyes just go blank. She. They died horribly. I'd prefer not to.
I'm sorry to pry. If you ever wish to discuss it, please know that there's an ear here to listen. Trauma can be sometimes therapeutic to get off your chest.
Yeah, we're here for you, mate.
Thanks.
Every problem you have is one that we will eventually deal with, either physically or through therapy.
What's therapy?
Therapy is where we discuss things and work them out between us to ensure that what you're feeling inside comes out and we can discuss it and work through it.
See, the last time I did that, there was a lightning bolt involved.
Really?
Yeah.
That would explain your performance at the Grand Libraries.
So it's like writing, but you tell other people?
Precisely. With people who are trained to assist you in the process of working through things. I usually have therapy sessions with a nice cup of tea. If you're ever interested, I have a couple of delightful pastries that Brad is specialized in making. I would love to share with you sometime.
Oh, thank you. I'd love that.
Well, now for your payment, of course, I believe I offered you 1,000 gold for the removal of the cathedral in Grindavik.
Yes.
You'll have to see Leslie for that. But she's recently returned from the excursion and is in her office. I trust that everything else went well.
Everything that we could foresee, at least, went very well.
And the cathedral has
made
been
it out
disposed
alive.
of?
Yes.
Not there
Hero
anymore.
has vanished, but we weren't able to eliminate what looked to be the high priest. They escaped through some sort of teleportation or gate.
Zutono raises an eyebrow and tilts his head to the side. That's unfortunate.
Hmm.
We did get one last thing there, though. Turns to Zoya and tells her to take the box out of her bag.
Zoya is going to very carefully, with the fabric, pull the box out of the bag.
We found this where he ended up leaving, as we were saving Kurthix.
Well, that doesn't look ominous at all, does it, Zutono? That's bad.
It also, I believe, like last night something happened. Granik, you were with Zoya, right?
So what ended up happening was we realized there was no curse on it with a pair of goggles we bought before the mission. So we tried to cast Identify on it to figure out what it was, and it had a magical lock on it. And in the act of trying to remove her hand to not activate the alarm, it went off anyways.
Here, a
Would I
trap
have-
box.
Eric, would Toronius have known the spell if he does a quick Arcana?
Circle
Roll
of
your
Death.
Arcana check. Yep,
Yeah,
he knows.
I know what
I
it was
rolled
out of
it.
character.
Yeah, we're just checking for
Neat.
Tyro, so no. Tyro
Okay.
would not know. Granek does know.
Okay. So Granik knows it.
So a box with a magical trap that, by appearances, appears to belong to Cateus. She looks
Correct.
meaningfully at Zutono and back to you guys.
We didn't bring a trap into the. We didn't bring like death or something really bad into the actual consortium, did we?
Yes, actually, you have.
We probably brought more than one thing if you include the helmet that's in Gur's bag.
That
Oh,
too.
Maeve.
Was a Devourer of Hope, or the
No, the
gold
shiny
thing?
skull.
Yeah, let's put that
Yeah.
out too.
Don't put it on. That would be terrible.
Yeah, put it on the table, kiddo.
Gur pulls it out of his sack. As a side note, I don't know if you guys got rid of those keys that possess Gurnot because they're still in my inventory.
No, they've
The
been
last
taken
of
care
my
of by
knowledge.
the church.
Yeah, to the last of my knowledge, we left them in the keyhole as we did the last event. Then the whole place crumbled around us, and we did not have time to stop for keys.
Okay.
Yep. No shiny boo-boo keys for us.
Wait, here. Out of character, did you ever get your immovable rod back?
Oh,
Ah, crap.
Yeah, we did. It was at the end of a different session, and we grabbed it.
did you grab it out
And
of
then
the
we
air?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Zoya, good. Well, either Zoya or Hecken reached up and clicked it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was heckin' at the end of it because we used it to restrain me afterwards because I got a hold of the key.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. I just had a sudden worry.
Kia's just pumping his fist like,
Yeah,
yes!
We explicitly used it to stop me, or else I'd have said something the next day of like, "Hey, yo, guys, that item that we used."
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair.
All right, so
Fair.
there's now a skull and a box. Have fun.
Oh, it's a gold helm with purple shards embedded in it.
Yep.
And it
Yep.
smells like lavender.
Well, isn't that great for it?
Yeah, it's for and they kept on teleporting through crystals that I could have sworn would have been breath fresheners. Not breath fresheners, fucking, what do you call it? Toilet fresheners.
Air fresheners.
Thank you.
Such
Is Cateus' domain the outhouse?
no worse. Nothingness is
It-
his domain. The domain of nihilism. The destruction of everything. The pursuit of entropy. The
Alright, so
absence of everything good or bad.
so then what are you gonna do with these two items here that we've given you?
That depends. We have a couple of options with the helmet. As far as the box goes, I believe the box needs to be removed from this timeline.
You could just remove things from the okay, hang on. I know you said
Wait,
that
is
the
that-
process Sorry, go for it.
Would that mean that we would have never found the box? But then how could we bring it to you if
Do you mind if
Yeah.
I try and take a stab at explaining it?
yeah.
I think what she means is that even if she were to destroy it, the parts of the magic and lingering such would still carry on in some way. There would be like ripple effects. If I'm not mistaken, I'm just taking a stab here, Professor. I mean, sorry, Miss Skirt, Miss Frost.
She nods for you to continue. Let's see how much you remember.
This would be actually the cessation, and Tyrannus just pulls out his notepad and pulls out pulls out like a page and makes strips of it. And says, imagine this is our timeline from when you're born to when you'll die. That timeline doesn't stop. It keeps going. You have, residual magics, your body can still be part of the great circle of life, yada yada. What she is saying, and Tyrannus takes one of the strips and cut and rips it in half, is to stop it by taking it outside of time or something. I don't know the processes. That's just what my educated guess is. Did I pass or fail, Professor?
Fairly close to passing. I would give you a C.
Better than nothing.
But you lack a bit of information, which is why you might get a better grade in a modern class. The truth of the matter is, there's an entity that we've discussed before that would be able to dispose of this in a satisfactory manner. We discussed the individual known as Mortz Used.
Can we get that name in the chat, please?
Of course.
Gert says that. Just.
Let me see. Yep.
Mortz Used.
This individual would be able to remove the box if we can get it to him. Zutona's going to nod. We might be able to do such a thing. Well, if we can get it to Mortz, who said, and have him be interested in it, I'm sure he would be able to remove it from at least being a threat at this point in time.
Where is he then? Or when is he?
That's a good question. You see, Mr. Used is currently traveling the timelines, attempting to correct a mistake that he made long ago. And to that end, is exploring various timelines across the multiverse and the multi-timelines that exist around us.
So, do we have any? Do we even know what he looks like? Identifying features?
At the moment, I'm unsure, but I believe he exists now within the Chrononacrum.
Wasn't that exactly the place we were told that we should not go for impending failure?
Precisely. It's a deeply troubling place. And if Mortzuset has made his way there, who knows what could happen, or has happened, that we are not yet aware of, that might have changed what we currently are experiencing.
Well, shit.
Indeed. So
Sorry.
eloquently
Right.
put.
Sorry.
I believe the first time I heard you make that exclamation was the first time I introduced you to the syllabus in chronomancy class.
It was. By the way, Tyrannus is like stiff as a board now.
Ah,
My apologies.
Tyronius, do you remember the syllabus in chronomancy class? It had your grade on it.
Do I roll a history check?
Yes.
Hang on, where is it? History. That'd be right.
Awesome. So, you would have gotten a D in chronomancy.
Yeah, wasn't my best subject.
Yep, the first day of class, you saw your grade was a D.
Well,
Dang
time
it.
is always getting the better of Tyro.
Yeah, negotiation.
Think about it.
You see,
Chronomancy
you
class,
say-
you get your grade at the start of the class.
I love it. That's really clever.
Yeah, that was good.
Would I know of Mortz Used?
You can roll a history check. The DC for this is a 24.
Hold on, I got this.
Run, not. No thanks, no thanks.
Plus
Hang on a second,
11.
do you wanna-
Aww.
I was gonna say, do you want inspiration? But yeah.
Do you have inspiration you would use here, sir?
I'm not gonna use my heroic inspiration.
Would you like to?
No, I said I'm not going to.
Not going to. Okay. Very well. Heckin, you've been granted inspiration by Tyronius.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna try stock us up at least. I've got these. I just realized. Oh, I got 3,000 points.
I am also not going to use it on a knowledge check that
Understood.
someone else in my party already knows.
No one knows about this.
Yeah.
I thought Taro and Gerd had talked about him before.
No.
He knows the name, and that is all.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, the name has been said before, but we would have had to roll the big knowledge check, and I rolled a 5 with my plus 11.
I mean, if you want inspiration, if Eric lets it, I'll give it to you, Granak.
All right, fine, whatever. I'll use my inspiration. All right, let's do this.
I'll bardically inspire you.
History check, go.
Bardic inspiration too.
All right, well,
Hey,
I
that's
got a nat 20, so
Anyway, I want to see it.
Yeah, let's do this.
Uh, 1d4.
Oh, look at that.
There's one
Nice!
actually.
Oh, is it a 1d8?
Oh, even better.
Can I
There you
keep maxing it out?
Can we use Heckens, please? Just for the 39.
That's
I
fine.
know him well.
Yep. All right.
Like
let
a
me go ahead-
brother.
Let me get that for you here.
That's awesome.
All right. So.
I thought it was gonna be the 14. I was like, ah, that's good enough, and then it rolled over to the 20. I was like, ooh.
Okay, this
What are you
is
doing, guys?
the basics of the information here for you, Granak.
Removed on his aunt's side. His aunt's always been a problem maker.
Let me make sure I spell this right. There you go, sir. Have fun with that. And those cross references are all valid for you to know.
Excellent.
Does that help?
One moment. I was typing something in my notes there.
Okay. Cool. I hope that's enough information to let you explore a bit.
I'm gonna have to click on a lot of links, so we can continue the session, and I'll
Understood. Have fun with
Wow.
that while you're doing your knowledge check, because there's a ton of it there for you.
there was a lot more than I was expecting. I just got linked to Wikipedia page instead of anything else.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Granak just gets like a little bit of a twinge with the amount of info dump.
Yes.
Well, I was gonna make the joke. I'm like, man, I'm just gonna with that roll. He just might as well give me the Wikipedia page, and then the
And he
Wikipedia
do.
page appears. I was like, oh, I got exactly what I
Ask, ye
asked for.
shall receive.
Yep. Gur, you've been granted inspiration from Captain
we go.
Gus.
Anyhow,
Thank you.
so what's our next step?
Well, our next step is for you to get paid, and
Oh, yeah.
I assume pick up another job.
Oh, no. I think I interrupted you before when you were going to tell them about Niv. I just wanted to... I think you forgot I was a person for a second, so I just wanted to get a word in, but then you were going to tell them about Niv.
Neve.
Who's gonna tell whom?
Someone was going to tell them, these fine people, about Niv.
Oh, yeah, we found an elf that was, what was it? Out of character. What was the name of the race again? The
Shadow Kai.
Shadow Kai. Yeah.
If you start to hesitate on what kind of elf she is, Matilda will offer the name.
Yeah, let's just assume that Matilda popped in with that word. Tyrannus is in front of one of his old teachers. Of course he's going to be forgetting things. He doubts he even went to school.
Hecken's going to info dump the rumors from his, members of Moritas session as well.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
Now we give her
Pies.
the page.
I think Pies was code for something she's taking from people.
Strange.
But she seems nice.
Do I know when said event happened, Eric?
It would have happened in the past, I believe it was 150 years. I will check that, but I believe it was 150. I'm double checking right now. Because that information, I have to refer back to the person who created this lore.
Who did that?
Can't tell you that right now.
Oh no.
No, I stumbled into a well.
I was gonna say, and thus the rest of the session got taken over because Granak knows things. By the way, this is all joking. This is no malice at all. I just find it funny.
Yep.
The long skinny of it is I know basically the end point of the Beneath Fallen Skies campaign shenanigans.
Right. Neat.
Yeah.
No, Neve.
Neve. Wow, okay. That's a ton of lore, Heckin. Thank you for that. Wow.
Heckin', oh no, you might actually rival Granok for Note Taker. God damn.
All right, so it happened 62 years ago.
62 years ago. Okay.
Yes.
I'm just gonna copy that link for myself. Okay.
Oh boy.
Well,
So
this is all excellent information. I do recall someone similar to her description attempting to be in the Grand Library, but no one of note.
All right, one more time. It was 60 what years ago?
62.
Thank you.
So is that it then?
Well, yes. Once you've been paid, feel free to look for a new job. We've just returned from the raid on Akeda, and so our current job boards are very thin.
Oh, Niv gave us a job. I thought that's why you were
With there's
mentioning it.
potential for a job, there might be other things. We have options. Plus, I mean,
Really?
we could be stupid and take this thing into the Chrononacrum if we want to die.
I would not recommend that.
Exactly.
But
Don't worry.
thank you for bringing this to our attention. We'll keep the box. As far as the helm goes, she looks at Zutono. You might want to take it and sell it to Miss Judith. She might be interested in such a powerful item.
That's good. Because I need to get myself a familiar scroll. Are we excused? Or am I excused anyway?
You said that was for the helmet we could do that with?
Yes.
Yeah.
What should we do about the box in its current state then?
I believe we can handle it here.
Good. Oh, you.
I am more than fine than leaving it in all of your more than capable hands. Just want to make sure that it is seen to properly.
We'll make sure that it gets taken care of.
Alright, Tyrannus is going to bow and say, have a nice day. And he's going to go out the door.
Okay. Is everyone else following him?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. All right.
No?
Could I please have a batch?
Oh! I am such an idiot.
A batch?
A badge.
Oh, a
badge,
badge.
yes.
Oh, yes.
To our party, officially.
Of course. Zutono reaches into the desk and you hear the shuffle and clatter of something in the drawer. He withdraws a badge. For your assistance, madam. And he will come around the desk. He will get down on one knee before you. Will you
Wow.
accept this badge of station as a member of the Longstreeters Consortium to follow the rules of the consortium and to fulfill the jobs we are granted to the best of your abilities and to not come back dead?
Yes.
Very well, I'll grant you the badge. He stands up and hands it to you.
Oh, trust me, I already pulled a ring on it, dude.
At least a little bit more for later than perfect.
You've put a ring on it.
Yeah, ring of spell storing. Kia made it, actually. But I'm all
Yeah,
stocked up with
nods
protections.
proudly.
He comes around. Do I need to perform a ceremony?
I think so.
Understood.
I'm out
Do
the
you?
door!
No. You gotta get
Matilda's going to
Matilda.
grab you by the tail.
No, not by the tail. I don't want it to pop off. So-
Do you grab him?
Oh yeah, I'd grab him.
Okay.
No, tested.
All right.
It's not
Athletics
gonna work.
check,
Fucking
please,
do it.
Matilda. You get your acrobatics right there. Athletics check, Tyro, to escape
So
a shotgun wedding.
So it's an attack roll?
It's an athletics check to try to
Athletics
grapple.
check.
Okay, come on. Matilda first, go for it.
Nat 1.
Okay.
You can select
Never you had
5.
a chance.
So, I almost clicked animal handling. I'm gonna use acrobatics.
Sure. Awesome.
Fuck.
Oh.
Escape was never an option, Tyro.
So, Tyronius, you've been grabbed. Zutono smiles at Hecken and raises an eyebrow. Hecken, this is your opportunity to deny a wedding or accept it. Your choice.
I didn't want to get married the first time.
Hecken?
Hecken, you're a wonderful lady. We just met. You don't know what I'm up to.
That is true. This feels quick.
I mean, that has been a word to
so
describe me.
long courtship, right? Ooh,
Do I hear?
girl.
Hang on. I have a 16 passive perception. Do I hear that?
Whisper loudly. I don't think
Gur
Gur's
whispers.
hiding.
Gur stage whispers. You can do much better, Auntie.
Yes, exactly. Look,
Was it
I'm a pile of shit.
was it Pippa who said, Matilda, you should find a husband? I'll give you the ring if you want.
Can I roll an athletics
I'm
check
not
to
a
get out of the grapple?
spellcaster.
Not yet.
Damn.
I'm not a spellcaster. I don't think that ring is meant for me.
Matilda, you've already hurt my ass once today. Can you please let me go?
All
Right,
right, I
they-
think I've been teasing you enough.
Teasing, she
I know.
said. I couldn't sit well and enjoy breakfast because of you. And he flicks her on the nose.
And you were deserving for it.
I'm not saying that's incorrect. I'm just saying. And he's out the door. He has actually bolted out the door.
All right.
Escape.
Cool.
Okay,
Give it a
guys, so
chance
we
while we
found a
can.
topic that makes Tyronius uncomfortable.
His wedding.
It's time to exploit that.
Oh no, we've given Eric your weakness.
Yeah, you already know the weakness. It's on his wiki page.
All right.
Hecken, yes, except it completely backfired and Tyronius is now the one running away.
It was actually pirates, just like Rick Sanchez.
Ew.
Very
I'll
well.
take that back.
Please have a wonderful time. Here is the note for getting paid. Gert will hand you a receipt. Matilda.
Thank you. Take that with a nod. And thanks for going along with our joke.
Of course. Zutono sits down. Anytime that I can cause a little bit of mayhem, it's fun to do so.
Out of character, why do you think I have Tyronius react so adamantly?
So, you guys
Because
get up
you're
and
afraid
leave?
of commitment.
Yeah.
There! Wait, you think it's gonna be real? Fuck you.
Uh-huh.
Listen here, you little shit. And listen here, you big shit.
All right. Let's go get paid. We'll take this over. Matilda will hold the door open so the rest of the party can shuffle out.
Awesome. So as you guys leave, the two of them are going to look at each other and think for a second, but then the door closes. You guys go next door to
Yeah,
Leslie's
sorry.
office?
Yeah, let's get paid.
Tyronius is
Does-
already knocking.
1 second. Does Gur have the helmet? Did it
Oh,
go back
yes.
in the bag?
Oh, Gur didn't pick it up. Gur left it on the floor.
Gernok would have picked it up, then it has to not leave stuff on the floor, especially a cursed magical helm.
Yeah, Granak's probably the best out of us of being like actual dad, like cleaning up.
It's
Listen,
not
I
gonna
always
do
have my
anything to
passive
you unless
perception
you-
on Gur.
Yeah, it's not gonna do anything to you unless you put it on your head.
Yeah.
Which is why Gur didn't pick it up, because he can't wear it, so he doesn't need it.
Right. You already have a glorious helmet. All right, let's go knock on Leslie's door. We'll just
Yeah, Tyronius has been knocking and waiting to get in and get away from the wedding.
Okay. So, you guys go knock on Leslie's door. Come in. Please come in.
I just burst in first, like, Jesus, guys, really? You getting me hooked up?
She looks at you. Not to me.
It.
Look, you were complaining that we weren't doing any hazing. So we did hazing.
Hazing?
like it.
Oh. I missed out.
You would have done the same to me if we were switched, Tyro. Don't try and deny it.
Fuck. Yeah, fair. Nah, I had that one coming. Also,
Okay.
to be fair, I think Leslie's a better option than Hecken because I've known Leslie a little bit longer than... What day is it? Sorry.
She
Leslie,
looks
didn't
at
mean to
you.
interrupt
That's
Tyronius.
a proposal.
Tyronius, if you're talking about what I think you're talking about, you couldn't handle me.
I'm not saying I could handle you. I'm just saying it'd be a better option if I was to do this objectively speaking. I don't think anybody wants me anyway.
Look,
Oh, wait, I said that
Tyronius,
part out.
if you ever have the opportunity, jump on it.
Hey, let's jump on it.
Matilda's going to hold out the reimbursement slip to Leslie.
Leslie stands partially and takes it from you. Thank you. Oh, very delightful. 6,000 gold pieces.
7,000 actually. We made
It
a
was
new
6
party
per contract.
Is 6 per contract. Hecken was added
Oh.
to the party afterwards. We'll have to split
Okay.
it.
Sorry. She can take Zoya's cut.
Zoya is going to poke you with a
I'm-
dagger. You realize
Actually-
it's the hilt of the dagger.
Oh.
She
I'd
she
poke
then
back.
does the whole "I'm watching you."
Staggered
I just
her
look-
eyes,
yeah.
staggered his eyes.
Yep.
No, it's not daggers in Tony's side. Tony's
No,
just
no,
being a
no.
shit.
The instead of finger pointing,
Yep.
Oh,
dagger
right.
pointing.
Okay. From like his kneecap.
Now,
Okay.
I don't have the actual coins, but I do have gemstones, and you can trade these in most places, and she will provide you with a bag of gems.
Actually, that'd be pretty cool if you had like standardized, gemstones for stuff.
They're not standardized, but these are
No.
various gems.
No, I'm saying that'd be kind of cool to have like as a side option if you
For
standardize
the fun,
gems.
okay, just vignette time. When we play in person, I actually at one point had copper, silver, gold, and then a myriad of gemstones for actual currency that I would hand the players as rewards.
Nice.
That was super cool. Those were some of my favorite props. Everybody had their own coin bag,
Yeah.
and you kept like
You kept your own wealth,
what we call
and when you went to pay for
astral-
something, you actually had to pay for it.
Do you want to just send us some Bitcoin?
I'm not going to do that. Huh. If someone wishes
Anyway.
to send me Bitcoin, I will gladly accept.
Pay for your sessions in Bitcoin. You heard it here.
No, I do not accept.
No.
No,
No.
I do not accept crypto for payment.
All
But
right.
you do accept
so-
it as a gift.
As a
As
gift,
tips,
yeah,
yeah.
as tips, yes. But no, we're not doing Bitcoin, guys. Sorry.
That's what we call
What?
astral diamonds.
Astral
Alright,
diamonds.
so- Sorry.
Diamonds are Bitcoin.
Yes,
astral diamonds,
imaginary
which is-
currency is what we're talking about. Bitcoin.
All right.
So Matilda opens up the bag to take a look at the assortment that's inside there.
It is a glittering mass of a variety of gems. It looks like you're looking into a Lego bag.
Oh god, don't drop it on the floor. We'll step on it.
No, I'm not going to drop it on the floor.
All right. So
That's very interesting. So she'll, I guess, pull the drawstring, wrap it up, and put that inside of her belt pouch, and then close that.
A job well done, by all accounts. Kerfix was quite pleased to have been rescued.
I would imagine so. Something that tells me him being constrained is not his favorite point of existence.
She looks at you and smiles. I don't know much about Kerfex's private life, but what I do know is Kerfex is very much like his coat, vanilla.
Vernock will blush a little bit, not having tried to make a sexual joke.
God, you and Neve would get on like a house on fire.
Neve.
It's not that he doesn't know what it is or is against it. It's just, that was not the intent. He was just supposed to try to say that the guy likes to hustle and bustle and move around.
Gur
be contained to a desk.
pauses from chewing his little dragon jerky and looks at Leslie and tilts his head and says, Kerfex tastes like vanilla? Like cake?
Yeah,
She
you
smiles
totally
at you, smiles at the rest of the party, and then looks back at Gur. Yes, he does.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I wonder what I taste like.
How long is it since you've had a bath?
Bugbear.
I think Leslie could tell you.
We took a shower the other day, and Gur took a shower with us.
Yeah.
So it was just last night. We're fine.
Okay.
Yours
No,
probably
I mean,
the
there-
cleanest bugbear on the continent.
Also, yes,
I mean,
you're
like
right.
it happened.
On this continent, yes. There's another continent where there is a much cleaner bugbear. I can guarantee that.
So,
Yes.
right.
What, have they showered sooner than 12 hours ago?
He has prestidigitation cast on him anytime he soils anything.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Oh,
You got me there.
OCD bugbear.
So wait, okay, that's a question. If he tastes like vanilla, Gur tastes like
We don't need to
anything.
keep this. We
No.
don't need to continue forward
No.
with this.
Yeah,
No,
that's a train of
we're
thought that
not-
we do
we're not going to go
need
there.
get there.
Anyway,
I was just gonna say a lemon.
so Leslie looks at you. Have you been studying Tyronius?
Yes, ma'am. I
Yeah.
found what? Looking at Matilda. What?
Yeah.
Studying a little too proficiently, one
less.
may say.
Wait, what? I finally started doing something properly, and you razz me for it? Jesus, can't do
Lightning
anything
bolt.
right.
It seems like
Oh,
you
yeah.
have something more valuable than I could ever provide you with, Tyronius. I hope you
My
can
friend.
figure out what it is.
No, I know. It's my friends.
Tyronius.
Oh, we like you too.
You are
Shut up.
becoming wise.
He just holds a hand. He just like clenches his jaw and holds a finger up, like,
Remember,
fuck.
they are your strength.
Yeah,
Without them,
I
you are nothing except for who you are. Remember, you're good enough to be yourself. With them, you are better than who you are.
yeah. And we've already established that I can put a hole in a wall accidentally. Sorry, Matilda.
Now, the rest of you, Tyronius needs help.
Yep, sure does.
Please.
Don't put me in the big house.
Remember that he considers you to be his friends, and he relies on you for approval. Tell him when he does a good job, and chastise him when he doesn't.
the way,
Vernock will pat him on the head. We always try to keep him honest with himself.
Well, any chastisement should come from my perspective. If you want me to be the bad person, after all, I'm not necessarily bad, I'm just drawn that way.
Nice. Very nice. Oh.
So,
And-
continue studying your tome, Tyronius, and I wish you the best in wherever you go next. You've learned the lesson of your friends being helpful. Remember that you can do things with or without them, but they will help you excel.
I mean, I'm honestly kind of proud because little one got turned into a monkey. and beat the crap out of a few skeletons.
If Gur managed to beat the crap out of skeletons, that's quite a feat because most skeletons don't have intestines anymore.
I know.
Well done, Gur. Reviving you
Gur's very
from
proud of
death
himself.
seems to have been a good choice.
Gur's done
He
more
nods
than any
happily.
Johnny's just gonna give a little pat on the head if he allows it. Or is Gur still wearing the skull?
He's still wearing a skull.
And happily munching.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Okay.
you'll have to excuse me. I have some more paperwork to do. I have an adventuring party that's going to be arriving here in a few moments.
All right.
Oh, really?
You'll
Who?
get out of your hair. Thank you, Leslie.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a wonderful time.
I don't know if she made herself formally met or not, though. We have a
Oh.
new party member, though.
I see
Damn
that.
it.
But if they had not introduced themselves, I wouldn't ask. It's not my business. Have a good day.
Does Heckin have to make the save?
No?
Only if she wants
Well,
to.
Heckin's a girl.
No.
She's a girl. Only if she wants to.
No, she does not need to even attempt the save. The effect is no longer active.
Oh.
Interesting.
I do want to stay and just ask Leslie just something real quick. Regarding the attempt on my life before, was there any luck or any other clues of the perpetrator's whereabouts, or have they just vanished for the time?
I've been very busy, Tyronius.
No,
If
no,
I hear
I am-
about something, I will let you know.
Thank you. All right.
But know
Thank
this. The House of Flowers are investigating the situation.
Wait. Hang on. Okay, so yeah. I did speak with Sweet August Rose, and she said that they are multifaceted. So there might possibility? Like you said, you don't know. I'm sorry to bother you. I'll be out the door. Gone.
Have a good day, Tyronius. A
You too.
pleasure
What-
seeing you again.
Oh, I'm sure that's a lie. Close this door.
All right. So, you
All
guys
right,
going back
so-
downstairs?
Yeah.
Uh
I
huh.
believe so. We got all of our paperwork done.
So
We should probably stop by and see Kerfix one more time to see if there's any paperwork for Heckin to fill out.
yeah.
Because I think there's some, like, at least basic forms of, you know.
Yep. So,
Contract.
you guys walk up to the receptionist desk. Kerfix is
Hi, Vanilla
sitting there.
Bean.
He looks up at you. Only my mom calls me that.
They have pet names already.
Whoops. Sorry, Leslie. Let's spill. You taste like vanilla.
A white Kerfix blushes.
Sorry, big
What a
dog.
day this has been.
Oh my god.
Yes, my child.
No. If you keep flirting with Kerfex, we're just going to go.
When have I flirted with him? The only
So,
thing that's
how
happened
can I
is
help
wanting
you? As Kerfix is going to cut into you.
Heckin's gonna like proudly smile and show her badge and I just signed up. Is there any paperwork?
Oh, yeah. One sec. And he brings up a big stack of paperwork and thunks it on the center of the desk. You're gonna have to fill out this form in triplicate.
I love filling forms.
Oh. And he hands you a pen and will wink very obviously to everybody else.
Subtle
Does
as a
Heckin
bull in a
notice that?
china shop.
Does Heckin notice that? Yes, Heckin notices that. There's no perception check needed.
Heckin is going to play along with the hazing.
Okay, you're just going to start
Start
filling
filling
it
out
out? Understood.
The paperwork's just I blank agree to not come back dead.
So, if you read the forms, you can start filling them out, but page 1 literally says, fill out this form and, do not fill out the rest of it.
If you read it, it says the rest of it's a scam. You just need to fill out the first page.
It's like in Helldivers 2, where the terms of service of joining the Helldivers that's violated by reading the terms of service.
Right. All right. So he sits there and gets really impatient after the 10 minutes that you spent. He goes, I'll fill out the rest of it for you. Thanks.
Oh, thanks. And Hacken will turn to the party and do a big, obvious wink.
Out hazing the hazer.
Hacken, you've been granted inspiration.
Does
That's
anyone
amazing.
need that?
Tyronius probably needs it.
I'll give it to Tyra.
Hey! I'm not saying you're wrong. Do you give it to me, Hacken?
Yes.
Or...
So Tyro gets it, and we refill Heckin's. Thank you, Demak.
I get it? Wow, wait, dude, we might be married. I just got it from you.
No, enough of that. So, as you guys head downstairs from Kerfex.
So, I'm just gonna say, like, right up, guys, I'm gonna need to... What is it? Visit the jeweler, probably, and, like, get a deck of tarot cards and such when we're at Judith's.
What
That's
do you
all,
need tarot cards for?
One of the spells that I want to use to help for both a bit of surveillance mid-combat and for, what do you call it, just general, more bodies on the field, needs a gilded card of the gilded tarot card of the death icon. And it needs to be worth a fair bit. So I'm either going to get it from someone who already has one and is willing to sell it, which would probably be either a fortune teller or in a higher gambling association further up, or I could ask Judas if she has a deck of cards and see if I can get one.
If you don't mind waiting about 10 or 15 minutes, I can split all of this, and she taps her belt pouch with the gems inside, and then everybody will have their money, and we can all split and go shopping.
So as you guys come down the stairs, you see Neve sitting across the table from Brad.
Oh.
Why is her smoke going right into his nose?
He's enticing him, that's why. Anyways.
She looks up and smiles and gives you the little jazz finger waves. Are you done upstairs?
Yes, hands.
Yep.
Also, didn't we have a spare cloak of protection? Because, like, someone was full up or didn't need it?
Well, Brad doesn't need it.
No.
Brad and I were just getting acquainted.
Ooh, I do remember something about that.
No, I almost bought a second cloak of protection until we opened the box.
Right, that's what it was. So then, Brad, how are you finding your find?
He sighs long and with droopy eyes. She's pretty.
Can I do a quick Arcana check to see if there's any spells on him?
You have Detect Magic up?
I don't have Detect Magic up, but
So no.
I'm going to start reciting some poetry to help Brad resist any charming effects.
Okay. As you recite poetry, Neve is going to look at you and roll her eyes as Brad snaps out of it. And, pardon me, I've got it. Excuse me. And he's going to run off.
Neve, that's cheating.
She smiles.
Also,
if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Also, kind of, like, I don't know, anti-consentish?
He consented to everything.
To being charmed?
Of course. Implied
classified.
consent is consent.
No,
No,
implied consent isn't consent, Neem. And Matilda will just kind of lean across the table and be just like, Enthusiastic consent is hot as fuck.
She leans forward, and her face gets really close to yours. And for a moment, all the guys' breaths for a moment inhale.
I was gonna say, can I try and push her? Can I try and push Matilda a little bit? Can I
Matilda,
push her forward?
we're going to have a push attempt behind
So
you.
you're saying Tyronius is going to put his hands on my backside.
That's what I heard.
No, not the backside. No, not the backside. The small of her back when she's leaned over,
Okay.
he's going to put it. The small of her
Sir,
back, not the
roll your
arse,
athletics
okay,
check.
Like you said.
Roll your athletics check.
Athletics check. This is gonna be so bad.
Oh dear.
12.
All right. Matilda, I need you to beat a 12 with your athletics check.
She can't.
I am a brick wall. You cannot move me.
You feel Tyronius's hand on the middle of your back, trying to press you into a kiss with Neve. Will you accept it, or will you resist? This is up to you.
Well, I had just said enthusiastic consent. I'm not getting any consent. I'm not moving.
She's going to lean forward, and she looks at you, and she's going to get real close. And will you accept this, or will you move back?
Is she asking?
Her eyes are asking.
But her voice isn't.
She looks.
Implied consent.
Do you want
Not
a kiss?
consent.
Sure. Yes.
And-
And Matilda will lean forward and kiss her on the forehead.
She's going to roll. She's going to try to be acrobatic and catch your
Oh, I
lips.
see.
Is she still,
Damn.
wait, is she still wearing her visor?
The visor's up.
The visor's
yeah,
up in
but
order to get
the
this
helmet
kiss.
on, but the visor is up.
So let's go ahead and pull up the sheet that I have for Neve because I did not get it from the player of Gur. So with my
Please have a low athletic score. Please have a low acrobatic score.
Don't worry, I got. Yeah, baby.
all
You
right,
can't beat
You
that.
can fail that.
humbug.
What would that be?
That's
What do I
up to you.
roll?
Will you allow her to catch your lips?
No. I'm
Okay.
kissing her on the forehead.
Understood. So it would be your acrobatics check, which I don't think you can get below a 6.
Eric's like Dookie.
Damn. All right. She gets kissed on the forehead and she rolls her eyes. Tease.
Tyrannus is looking around the rest of the room. Is everybody else watching this?
I'm eating
No,
more breakfast.
whenever Neve does basically anything, Kier's just looking to the right.
As this
We're
happens.
going to go restock our supplies. We'll be back.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be here. I was making friends.
No charming, okay?
And that's
Charming
when
is
you hear a
charming.
voice from behind you, Kier.
Uh-oh.
Cousin!
Oh
Cousin!
As you are bear hugged from behind Kier, there was no consent granted to this. You are bodily lifted off the ground and twirled around to the point that your legs are spinning outwards.
Come on, wait. Kier, you there?
Kier?
Can't
I've been
speak.
making noises. I'm sorry, they must not be picking up with the mic.
No.
You will have to make quieter noise.
Describe these noises.
Describe the noises, please.
Gosh, it's so sad that my mic's not picking them up. I'm doing a really good job. So in first grab, Kier has like an like an irk and a choking sound, and after spinning, that choking sound gets combined with something akin to a pig squeal.
Oh. What would Ralgus say?
Perfect.
What would Ralgus say?
Oh, let's see.
I mean, would she be
Uh,
used to Kier screaming when she picks him up?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah, Ralga loves Kier's screaming. It's great. Like wounded piggy.
Wow, isn't that racist?
I mean,
Like what? Not racing? There's no running.
I was gonna say,
No,
Kier needs to
there's
go to
no
the stall and
running.
run with him too.
it can't escape.
Oh, speaking of running, I was gonna say, I'm gonna be an asshole right
I'll
now.
just so proud of you.
Ooh, what was that?
Robot.
So she is going to put Kier down and mess up his hair and slide his goggles down over his face, over his nose, and down onto his mouth.
Robot.
I'm roboting. One sec. I'm gonna reconnect here.
Oh no.
You baby.
All right,
Our
that should be
connection
fixed.
went,
All right.
sideways.
Okay, there we go.
Sorry.
Yeah. I was gonna say
So
we're
she
gonna run
picks
down.
up Kier, and puts him down, tuffles his hair, and slides his goggles down over his face, down to his mouth. I heard that you were down at the raid as well. I didn't see you. Did you do good, kid?
Here tries to say something, but
She
it comes through
scuffles off your
muffled
hair.
through his. Comes through muffled through his goggles, and
That's what I
he
thought.
pulls them down to his neck. I did my best.
That's why I like you, Kier. You're so weak and everything, and you still try so hard.
You actually did very well. He even took some. Did you take damage?
Oh, I got I got hit by like everything.
Do you have
That
scars?
weird- not from that fight.
Oh, then we need to get you a scar. Where do you want it? And she pulls out a dagger.
No, I've got a scar. Roga, I'm good. I have a nice scar.
Okay, hang on, Kia. Hang on, Ralga. He actually got a scar from a dragon. Kia, would you please remove your shirt for everybody to see?
Kier undoes the clasps of his breastplate to show off the scar.
Eric, can I?
Yeah, go for it.
Ralga like hunches down in like almost like a football linebacker pose, arms spread wide like a wrestler, and she looks at your scar and she goes, "Dragon!"
Yep. Dragon.
Yes, and she punches you in the ribs.
Oh, I got a question. Is it a haymaker or is it like a jab?
It's a jab. Like she punches you in the ribs. Yes, dragon scar, dragon Kier.
Really?
Yeah, dragon Kia all over the place.
Miss our talks, Ralga.
Okay, put your shirt back on, you creep.
Ralga
You hear
will go
from the
home and
other
tell
side of the
everyone
room.
that Kier survived a dragon and comes home glorious, covered in scars.
You hear from the other side of the room. He doesn't have to put his shirt back on.
Well, it's cold out there.
Well, that
But you can
explains
get
his
it on
nipple.
both.
Actually, Ralga gets up, stands up tall, points directly over at Neve and goes, "Yes! Show off scars, no shirt, very proud, only armbands. Flex, Kier, flex, come on!"
Kier will timidly like raise his arms and flex.
Please roll your performance check, sir.
Oh goodness.
As you flex for
let's
both
see.
Ralga
I'm
and
kidding.
Neve.
Plus
Here, we'll flex
0,
with
here
him.
we go. 7.
Okay, no. Can I give you Can I give you my inspiration for that?
Inspiration for
I almost wanna keep this.
Do it. We do.
This is so in character, though.
Here you go. Oh damn! The rewards are out of stock. Fuck. Oh well.
Ah, eat it.
Okay, wait, no, can I cast Silvery Barbs on myself, please, Eric, and then give
What?
Kier the
No.
inspiration?
No, you cannot. All right. So,
Damn.
Neve is going to chuckle what would Ralga's reaction be to the Bugs Bunny muscles?
And chum.
Ralga will throw her head back and laugh. This big boisterous belly laugh at your weak little noodly arms. She's like, yes! This is what Ralga talks about when she goes home and talks about Kier and your weak little arms. Look at this. Look. And like she squeezes your arms and then she's got a grip that's like a vice. This hurts.
Kier, you've been great inspiration.
Look. And
I have inspiration.
Picks you up again by
Okay.
your little noodle arms, dangling you around like a rag doll. Look, Kier, even with your tiny noodle arms and your weak small body, you have magnificent scars.
Thank you, Ralga.
Neve is
We're all gonna
dying
go home
laughing,
to Hank.
hands on the
You
table.
have brought honor to our entire family.
Neve is over there banging on the table as quietly as she can, crying, mascara running down.
Isn't it already running?
Further.
At the last thing Ralga said, Kier will serious up a bit, and he's like, thanks, Ralga. He scratches his head. I didn't think I cared about bringing honor to the family, but it's nice. Thank you.
Look at you,
Now,
Kier.
Tell
You're-
Ralga exactly how large the dragon was, so she can regale the entire family with your mighty deeds.
Oh goodness. Well, it was really big. Like he does that gesture with like, you know, how big was the sandwich gesture, right? And then he turns to the room at large and tries to use that as a measurement for the dragon. And he crosses his arms and thinks about it. It was about the size of a merchant vessel.
A sailing ship?
Yeah.
Well, it could fit you in its mouth, couldn't it? So it had to be big enough to do that at least.
Mm-hmm. And it was like, it was weird. It was like,
Hang on.
I think,
I got an idea.
amethyst colored, and its breath messed with gravity. Like, and then he looks at Ralga and realizes who he's talking to again. Its breath knocked everything in weird directions and flattened me on the ground.
Ralga is enraptured with your story. The expression on her face in her art right there is the expression she is giving you. You have all three of her brain cells' attention.
If you were not
Oh, she's
cousins,
upgraded.
Ralga would be into this.
If you were
Yes.
not cousins, Ralga would try to marry you. Oh no.
Probably.
That is
And,
2 times
um,
marriage has been put on the table in the Friday Night Lights.
But no, she is giving you all of her 3 brain cells worth of attention, and she is going to remember as much of this as she can, which means that the story is probably going to get blown up like 6 times bigger, and you are going to come home a hero.
Here's the funny thing
And
here.
Kier will continue here and say, we didn't actually defeat the dragon. It was way too strong. Probably the most powerful thing we've seen. But when things got real dangerous, I tried to lead it away. And he'll look down, feeling a little ashamed. I was sacrificing myself. I thought I was gonna die so that everyone else could escape, and that's where I got the scar. But I guess mid-afternoon rugby training with you and my sisters paid off, because I lived through that somehow, and it was actually, and he'll look around for Gur, who saved me. He bribed the dragon with his gems, and we escaped.
Clever bugbear.
Gur puffs up.
And you survived, and you escaped.
Mhm.
Yes. I must go. Ralga must go. Ralga must go right now.
Raga gets up and ditches.
Send the family my love.
She waves behind her.
So,
Yep,
Better
Ralgo waves like
she will
Ron
bring
behind
your
her.
legend.
She has laser focus. She is going home to tell the entire extended family about how you fought a dragon and survived.
the tism has been poked.
After she leaves, Kier will cross his arms, sigh, and say, "Oh, my dad's gonna be worried sick."
Hey,
What is your mom and dad like? Like Ralgo?
My older sister's a lot like Ralga. They got along great, and my younger sister probably not too far behind. My mom, okay, mom was like Ralga too, and he looks again to make sure Ralga is gone. Much
Roll a
smarter.
perception check, please. Both you and Granak.
Who am I rolling?
Jack,
I don't know.
I don't know.
dude, you're the man everybody wants.
All right, thank you.
All right, very unsuspicious.
Very
Oh.
For
unsuspicious.
everybody?
Oh, I understand. Anyway,
Perception check from everyone?
Nope.
No, just me.
Oh, okay.
Mom was an adventurer. It's actually part of why I left home. I didn't plan to be an adventurer, but she made her name and kind of went on a self-actualizing journey of self-discovery by leaving home. And I felt out of place back home. But this isn't about me. Most of my family's like that. Maybe not so single-minded. Ralg is definitely special in that regard.
Yeah, she
Wow.
seems really, unique.
Good word for Ralga, but she's genuinely, and he searches for the word, genuine. Like, that she wears her everything on her sleeve, and she's really kind deep down. She just doesn't understand that people aren't rugby balls.
I feel like if she tried to play rugby with Matilda, it'd be interesting.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure one of us would come away with broken bones.
That would honestly, from what I am gathering of that woman, she'd probably enjoy it and tell a great big story because of it.
You'd have a
Yeah.
great time.
Speaking of
Well.
great times,
Hello, I live.
Welcome
Oh,
back,
damn.
Zoya.
All right.
hey Zoya, we got paid. You want to go shopping?
Where are we at the moment? Just in
In
the
the
consortium?
Inside the consortium, we just finished getting paid. While Kier and Ralga were having a conversation, Matilda's been sorting out the gemstones that we got so that we can each get our 1,000 gold reward.
Okay. How much did we get paid?
1,000 gold worth of gemstones each.
Okay.
Except for Heck.
So technically we got 6,000 gold pieces worth of gemstones to divide amongst ourselves because we agreed to 1,000 per person before Hecken joined.
And we're definitely paying Hecken, so what does that math out to?
About 857.
Something like that.
I was
Great.
gonna say, should we also wait until we sell? What if we give Hecken what we get from Judith for that skull?
Well,
Sounds like a gamble.
while you guys are figuring that out, we are going to pan the camera out of the consortium, down the street to follow the littlest bugbear.
Oh no.
The toaster, no. I mean, bugbear, no.
The toaster.
The happy little bugbear has left the Longstriders consortium and headed down the street by himself. Where he goes, he wanders through a crowd, causing people to skitter and scatter as the little ruffian ruffles his way through the streets on a mission of friendship.
Oh?
He's a My Little Pony character.
The camera follows our furry little butt. Where are we going, Gur?
we are going to see Miss Lotley.
All right.
Responsible little bugbear.
As responsible little bugbear walks in, Lotley is currently tooling some leather and does not notice you because you have a 28 stealth check.
He's gonna make himself known. He's gonna wave both of his hands in the air, and he'd say, "Miss Lotley, I have things for you."
Welcome back, Gur. You were alone. Is everything okay?
Oh, yeah. Everyone was busy talking, and I got bored, so I came to see you.
Oh dear. Well, okay. Well, you're welcome to stay. She goes over and closes the bottom half of the Dutch door to kind of keep you kept here because she doesn't want you escaping and running off without your family.
So Gur is busy sorting through his stuff and
doesn't notice.
He doesn't notice at all. He is so excited. He starts unloading the Minotaur skeleton, all 120 pounds of bones.
Except for the skull, which he's wearing.
Well, he's wearing
There's
the
a different
skull.
skull. There's a different skull in there.
So,
There's a
No,
different
like
one.
three of them wide.
So, okay, guys, let's let her have her time. So, she's going to help you arrange these out on a table and get the skeleton all laid out. This is impressive, Gur. You've got so many pieces.
I tried to save as many as I could, but I'm wearing his head. But I can give you the head if you want.
Oh, of course. It'd make a great set. We can put it on the wall.
And Gur's eyes get big, so he takes off his Minotaur helm, the skull, and he puts it down at where he thinks it should go, near the top of the skeleton.
Sure.
And then he rifles through his bag a little bit more, and he pulls out the bag of colding. He's like, I also have, Papa said it was mimic flesh. We have lots of mimic flesh. It was from a treehouse, and the treehouse tried to eat us.
Oh, dear. That's so horrific, but we can do fun things with this.
And he's very happy about it. He's excited. He's like, we didn't get to see many exotic things, but I tried to save everything I could save. I have some other jawbones in here, but I don't know if you can use them. And he pulls out the 4 human jawbones that he pulled from the temple that disrupted the ritual.
She smiles. I think we can work these into some kind of piece. There's some people here in town who would really like these. They're usually teenagers,
Really?
though. Yes.
That's really cool. Let me see if I have anything else. And he digs and he digs and he digs, and the last thing he pulls out is the pieces of the undead bug carapace. He's like, and these are from big bugs, and they were not nice. But I thought maybe you could use the shells because they were really tough to break.
Ooh. Very neat, Gur. Well, do you want coins for these? Shinies? Or do you want something else, Gur?
Gur kind of thinks about it. And he looks at Lotley. And he tilts his head. He's like, Miss Lotley, can you teach me more stuff? I want to work more with you.
Teach you? Well, I can teach you all sorts of things, Gur. Like we could teach how to catch a ball. And we can teach you to tool leather. Have you ever made a barrette, Gur?
No, but I would like to learn.
Come over
I
here.
feel like... Oh, okay.
And she's going to pick you up and put you on the stool behind the workbench. Now,
He's gonna sit and he's gonna put his hands together, looking at everything.
she's going to take a piece of leather and dunk it in a bucket. She swirls it around in the bucket and then puts it in front of you. It's in the shape of a butterfly, Gur. She hands you a large bucket. And in the bucket, you see all sorts of shiny tools and a hammer. Now, Gur, you get to be creative here. You get to go ahead and choose any of the tools you want from this bucket. Put it on the leather butterfly, and then hit it hard with the hammer 2 times. You can do
Gur
that
goes
as
for the
many,
hammer.
You can do that as many times as you want.
He's very excited about this. So he picks up the hammer and he starts doing as he's told.
Okay. And she's going to let you do that. She will show you some different ways to hold the dies and presses and everything in order to tool the leather properly.
I'm nodding like you can see me. No,
Okay.
Gur is following.
You don't have a
Gur is
webcam on.
following
I can't
along.
see you. Sorry.
Yeah, my camera's not even on. Gur is following along, and he's kind of absorbing everything. He's very absorbed into the process and is really enjoying it. It's calming for him almost.
Okay. Awesome. So you can spend the next 30 to 40 minutes doing this. And she's going to be cleaning up the shop while you do that, but checking in on you every 2 or 3 minutes to make sure you haven't, stubbed your thumb or anything.
Yes.
Awesome. Cool. It's about that point that your party members are going to come walking up to the door.
Yeah. We would have figured you went there.
Yeah, we've been role-playing what we are doing in the immediate in
Yep.
the text chat.
I see that. So, as you guys come to Lotley's door, the bottom half of the door is closed, but you hear thunk, thunk, thunk from inside.
Hang on.
You guys,
Hello.
you look through the door and you see Gur studiously working over a piece of leather while Lotley is picking up and arranging bones.
Oh, thank God. He's not eating something he shouldn't.
Yeah, the problem is that here, when you come up to the door, Lotley is bent over, picking up the bones.
Which direction?
Away.
Which direction do you think?
Yeah.
Hold on.
This is gonna be one of those nights.
You gotta have the
Immediately,
flirtatious.
Tyrannus immediately ducks below the door and skitters away. Go yours, Kia, go!
She turns with the bend and snap and looks at Kier. Oh, hi, Kier.
Question. Very important.
Hi. And he blushes, yes.
Has Kia put his shirt back on?
Oh, yes, he absolutely did.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
She
Sorry.
smiles. Come on in.
And with a brief hesitation, Kier does.
I think I found something that you're missing. You've been working.
Yeah?
Yeah. Gur's quite the leather worker. He's done 10
Oh,
barrettes
yeah,
in the
Gur.
past 30 minutes.
He's been practicing out on our adventures.
Like the hat?
You know, Gur, have you ever thought about
Yeah.
being a haberdasher?
Habahuda, what's that?
A haberdasher. Someone who makes
I don't know what it
hats.
is. That's a job?
We can make a leather hat.
His eyes go massive. And he is very excited. Like, his legs start to swing. He's like, I can make hats?
Of
I can
course,
make all
Gur.
kinds of hats.
We can make all sorts of hats. We can make some with one horn out the front, or 2 horns out the sides, or even 3 horns. Or we can put one that's super tall on top and call it a top hat.
Isn't a haberdasher? Hang on.
Gur's very excited. He's
When I accidentally closed roll 20?
very much into this idea of Haberhuda Whatsits. And though he can't pronounce it, he's definitely leaning into it. He's, excited, studying Lotley. He's like, will people buy hats? Do people like hats? I like hats. Can we
Everybody
make
likes
hats out of bones?
We could add bones to hats. But I would need to pay you, of course, Gur.
So I could work here?
You could work here. After all, you're an adult, right?
Mostly.
You
He
look at
lies a little bit.
the rest of the party. I need you guys to roll a history check.
I already
Watch
know.
homie.
No, 'cause
I
like,
gotta roll a history check. Bad.
All right. So,
Mama and Papa know.
Granak and Miss Kip, both of you would recognize the fact that at 2 years old, bugbears are full grown.
Yep, he's
Gur.
technically an adult.
Gur is
Yeah.
not just an adult. Gur is middle-aged. He's just a runt.
Wait,
What?
not a
Yep.
baby, just
Correct.
a runt?
He's
Correct.
Just a
just
tiny
been a
old man?
runt. He's
Oh my
just a
God.
runt.
Yeah,
I feel betrayed.
he's essentially the same age as me.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just in
Y'all
fun-sized
forgot that
packaging.
was. I know for a fact that I told you guys all this when I rolled my nature
So has
check on
Gur
him.
been pretending to be a child this whole time?
Yep.
Wait, so Gur's actually a lot smarter than he lets on.
No.
Well, that's
Let's
debatable.
not get ahead of ourselves.
Gur, what is your intelligence score?
Not good. It's 10. He is
He's average.
developmentally challenged.
Average.
That's
He's
average.
he's an average person.
No, it's not good.
He believes himself to be
It's-
average.
I think
It's
he's
he
actually
believes
smarter than someone
himself.
else in the party.
Oh.
God, is
yeah,
he?
take that.
Huh?
Does anyone
Who's
have an
got the
intelligence lower than 10?
I have an intelligence of 12.
Okay.
He's
All right,
the
well, mine's
dump-
20, so I think we're good.
Okay.
Damn.
I'm looking at Heckens just in case.
I think Heckin's got a higher intelligence.
How
than
dare you?
10. How dare you?
Hecken's got a 14. So it goes Gur, Zoya, Hecken, wait, Matilda maybe?
Matilda's got like a 12 or a 13.
You're smarter than Rolga.
Oh, by far.
But Gur
yeah.
spent a lot of time with orphans and young children, so that's why he talks the way that he does.
Hold on, we're ignoring part of the
God.
spectrum. What's Gur's wisdom?
Wisdom 13.
Zoya has a
Above
wisdom.
average.
Zoya
Yeah.
has a
You've
wisdom
been
of 15.
bamboozled.
You have been
Yes, we
bamboozled
have.
by the adult bugbear who's just short.
It's
We've
just the
been
way he acts,
bamboozled by
though.
the midget.
Nope, it's the way
Says
he
the
acts,
midget.
so it's the way I treated him. He didn't ask to explicitly, to me, be treated more like an adult. Because I treated him like a person.
Yep. So, Gur, would you like to take a job working for Lotley Nellen?
Oh.
Wait. Was this... Hold on. Battle, was this Keikaku? Was
Yes.
Wait, what?
You've been Keikaku'd, sir.
was this all according to Keikaku?
I'm unfamiliar with the
That
reference.
means-
Man,
Keikaku plan.
I beat you to it.
Keikaku does mean plan. That's the reference.
What does
It's
that
a
mean?
no. All according to plan. It's
Okay.
a Death Note meme.
Okay.
Keikaku means
Okay.
plan.
Okay,
Um,
is Gur gonna be a fucking leather worker?
Gur is. He looks to Lotley. He looks to his motley crew of adventurers, and he looks to Lotley. He looks to Papa, and with like the smallest smidgen of sadness but confidence, he says, "Papa, would it be okay if I was a hat maker?"
If that's what you want to do, Gur. No one is ever forced into a dangerous life of adventuring.
And he turns to Matilda and he says, Mama?
Mm-hmm.
And he
Matilda,
turns to
don't
Lotley
cry.
and says, sorry, Matilda. And he turns to Lotley and he says, Miss Lotley, I think I really would like to make hats with you here.
I think I would love to have you make hats with me too. And whenever someone brings in a nasty critter, you can skin them for me.
The real
That sounds
win
like
here.
a lot of fun.
So
There's
what,
a
I'm hearing,
real win here.
so what I'm hearing is now no longer do we bring you skins lightly, we bring whole carcasses.
Or whatever you want to bring us. But Gur is going to become my new employee, my first one. My dad has several apprentices working for him. I think it's time I have one working for me.
So that mean you'll be staying here?
Is Gur leaving the
Can I
campaign?
talk to Gur?
And
Of course you can talk to
Hang
Gur.
on.
there's a replacement lined up.
Yeah.
Matilda's
said, "Isn't
actually
that
going to
threatening,
take
or,
a knee so that she can talk to Gur like eye to eye, and she's going to put out her hand to shake Gur's.
And Gur put his hand in hers.
She's going to shake your hand. She's going to say you're all grown up, and I am so, so proud of you.
Gur gives her just a big smile. And he's really proud of himself, and you can see that he's feeling confident. You know, he's feeling like this may be exactly where it is he was meant to be. And he pulls his hand out of Matilda's hand and just gives her the biggest hug.
And Matilda will give him the biggest hug, and she's, crying, but they're not sad
crying?
tears. They're not grief tears. They're happy for Gur taking this next step in his life, doing what he wants to do instead of just following along because he's told to.
And so he's gonna go through his bag and he is going to pull out his lotion that they found in that one, the restorative ointment lotion, and he's gonna give it to Matilda and say, here, so whenever you get hurt, now it's like I'm taking care of you.
I love you, girl. Thank you.
You're always going to be protecting us now, kiddo.
And,
Well, can't
and
call you kiddo
here,
now.
this is yours. You earned it. Here. And she's gonna give Gur one of the little pouches of gems, and it's the full amount in there because Gur's not obligated to split anything unless he wants to. And so
Gur doesn't accept the bag.
What?
Gur
Why?
doesn't accept the bag of shinies. He's like, I have a bag of shinies. And he pulls out a much smaller bag of shiny gems that Miss Lotley had given him. And he's like, I have my own shinies. And now you have shinies, and now we all have shinies. So we can have shiny things together. And no matter where you go, you can look at your shinies and think of me. And I'll look at my shinies and think of you.
I am never ever going to forget you, Gur. And we'll be back, and we will buy hats from you. And
Yay!
I'm going to be
I'm gonna make
so
my first
happy
hats for
when I
all of
can-
you guys.
when I can see you succeed and do great things and make great things. I'm sorry, I'm crying.
It's okay,
I would-
Mama. I understand.
Zoya would come up behind Matilda and sort of rub her wing on her back.
You can't
Yeah.
reach that.
Her wings are long.
Matilda
Well,
will
she can
stand
fly.
up and she'll just kind of,
fly.
wipe her face and pull her visor down.
Tony's just gonna walk up and give Matilda a scratch on the head. Doing good, big girl. And hey,
As Tyro comes over, Gur gives him a side eye, but he pulls from his bag the Stone of Good Luck and flips it up at him. Here, Uncle Tyro, I think you need this a lot more than I do.
Mic drop. Oh!
Tyrese just looks at it and just starts chuckling like, that's very valid, Gur. And can I do something I've never done before?
What?
He bends down, just gives Gur a big hug.
Sure
And
hesitates, but he accepts it and he hugs him back.
okay, I gotta know how like because Bugbear can crush the little tiny wizard.
No, he's gentle.
Thank you. And hey, maybe I'll be a better. Maybe at least now you'll be able to say, "Get out of my shop" and throw me out. You know when. Did very well, mate. It's gonna be hard not to call you kid when you're an adult.
Akin
Also-
is currently wiping a tear from her eye with the monogrammed Spanx.
So proud. It was lovely to meet you for 3 days, old man.
Yep.
Thank you for saving my life.
Yep.
I'll make you a
Yep.
new hat next time I see you, Heckin.
Actually,
Yes,
that's
please.
the thing. Hey, Gur, I just realized something. You're gonna have a bit of a challenge with this dome that I've got of making a hat that looks good. I have a habit of not making them work.
He closes one eye and does a thing where you squint to kind of study something. He's like, "No, I'll be good enough by then to make something that fits your fat head, Uncle Tyro."
Darius is just absolutely like he's leaning on the counter trying not to fall over laughing about that one. Oh, never change, you little scamp. Oh, god, I need that. Anyway, thank you. Cheeky fucker.
Well,
Kia.
did you need anything, Kier? As Lotley has moved to stand next to you, Kier. And you can smell the orange oil that she's got.
He'll like pull at his collar a bit, like he's overheating. Well, you know, we came with her. We just got paid, and well, actually, we're looking for Gur, and well, and Kier will look at Gur and like the heartfelt moments he's having, and say, "Take good care of him, will you?
I'll do my best.
I know you will."
We'll go on adventures, won't we, Gur?
Yeah, we'll go find exotic things and bring them back and make hats. And maybe later I can learn to make other stuff too.
Absolutely, Gur. I mean, with those arms and those fingers, you could do all sorts of things.
Oh, phrasing.
She looks down at the little
God.
owl. What do you
He's an
mean?
adult.
That was out of character phrasing. That
Okay,
was out of character
over it.
phrasing.
Over it.
Yeah.
Ah.
Gur grins and he flexes again and he's like, "Yeah, I'm really strong. We'll get all the work done."
Absolutely, and she's gonna reach over for a fist bump.
Which
He's gonna fist bump her back.
question? Can he do it? He can do it from across the room, right?
Pretty
Does he?
much.
Come on, fist the bumper.
So,
All right. Well, before we leave, I want to say my goodbye to Gur.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll kneel down in front of Gur. I'll take a book out from one of my bags that I've got around my belt and pass it over to him. Good. This is one of my logs that's a tale of all of our adventures we've been on. I have multiple copies, so I want you to have this one that starts and ends from when you joined us.
His eyes start to water a little bit. He's like, "I want to learn how to read, and this will be the first thing I learn how to read."
Great book choice. Then you can maybe add your own tales to it as well in the end.
Yeah. Thank you, Papa. Oh, wait, hold on. Books. And he's going to reach into his bag and Eric is it okay if
Yeah.
I give Papa my
Yeah.
books?
Uh-huh.
And so he's gonna give you the pair of books, and one is blue and one is red. And he is doodled on the front page of the blue one, and of course they show up in the red one. And he's like, I drew in these books, so you can have my books that I doodled in, and you should think of me too.
Well, why don't you keep one and we keep the other, and then we can tell stories to each other. Or draw pictures, of course.
But you'll be here and I'll be over there.
Doesn't it
Or I'll be
share the
here.
pictures between the books?
Gur doesn't know that. Gur just wants to. Gur picked them up because he thought they were drawing books. But they do.
No, I was there when you got them, so I would, I have it written down somewhere, but I have like 4 different documents open right now, and I don't really want to look for the keywords.
Granak's got like that Iron Man screens everywhere sort of set up.
The
Right.
keywords were weeba, weeha, woosh, hash.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to link that to me later.
Wee-ha, woo-ha, woo, shh.
Okay.
So,
All right.
presuming that Granak explains this magic to him, he will undoubtedly be way more excited. And he's like, okay, which color do you want to keep?
Let's go with the blue one.
So he'll give Granak the blue tome and hug the red one to his chest.
Cool. All right. So,
one more.
Yes?
Sorry, may
Go
I?
ahead. Go ahead.
Kier will walk up to Kier, and without bending down, he will hold up his hand for a high five.
Oh, the highest of high fives that Gur will give him back.
Excellent. So they high five, and Kier will say, "Hey, do me a favor. Don't go playing ball games around Dragon Lairs, okay?"
I'll try. I don't have any more gems to buy them off with.
I mean, who knows? You can make a lot of money as a haberdasher.
He gleams. He's very proud. He's like, maybe I will. And maybe one day I'll hire you guys.
Maybe one day you'll just be able to use a hat to bribe the dragon instead.
Ooh, a gem encrusted. Hey, that's a project you could work on. Gem encrusted hat, the shiniest of
That's really
shiny.
cool.
Kier tilts his head up and has the visceral image of that massive dragon with a massive hat.
Gem?
Hey,
Goals.
wait, Gur, can I make a suggestion? What if you use parts of the Cloak of Billowing to make a little like a shade, but you can make it billow as someone wears it?
But then it wouldn't be my cloak anymore.
It'd be a hat of billowing.
Yeah. Well, no, you don't have to use your cloak. You could use a Cloak of Billowing. It's just you have one, and I'm not saying you use that one. I'm just saying you use a Cloak of Billow, or even have it enchant to billow. I'm sure Judith will find it amusing.
Well, we'll see what Miss Lotley teaches me first.
Yep. Absolutely.
And then he will turn to Zoya and open his arms to kind of say hug.
And Zoya would, she would run up to you, and the feathers underneath her eyes would be wet, and she'd be hugging you with her wings and her arms, and she'd just be crying into you.
Oh, don't cry. Come visit.
I'm gonna miss you, girl.
I'll come visit soon. I'll be here with Miss Lotley.
Okay.
And he's definitely gonna stage whisper, if I get really good, maybe I'll get you employee discounts.
You know what? Child-sized man, biggest scamp I've ever seen.
And Gur. And she'd step back from the hug, and she'd look up at Gur. And she'd try and sort of dry off her feathers. To no avail. Gur, I may not have been the best big sister to you. But if we do and when we do meet again, I hope that you still have fond memories of me.
He's just gonna smile and give her a thumbs up.
And she would blink and nod. Stay safe.
I will. I'll keep Miss Latley safe too. Okay, Uncle Kier?
I'm counting on you.
He's very happy to have this job.
Gernok will look over at Miss Lotley. Please treat him well. I know you will, but please.
He nods. We'll take care of each other.
The way it should be.
Oh.
Is there anything you need to buy?
I think
Sorry,
we gotta go get paid first, and we'll be back.
We'd get paid.
We get
Oh,
it.
well,
But
okay,
also-
we've got a bunch of crystals, never mind.
Tyrannus is gonna nudge Kier and just like, hey, better make you move quick, dude. She's got another man in her life.
I don't like this.
Sorry,
I don't like
Lotley.
her being an adult.
Well, Lotley, I'm sorry. I make a lot of jokes. You too. I wish all the best for your growing business and for your... What's the word for your, like... Oh, your first apprentice.
Thank you.
I do seriously want to ask, though, will you be staying in Nausha then?
For now. I've got enough supplies, thanks to Gerd, to last me another month. But after that, well...
Well,
maybe Gur and I will go on a bit of adventure.
Tyrannus just uses his tail to actually smack Kier's, like, calf as he walks out. Go!
Right. The others might want to do some shopping. I don't have anything in mind, but
But you stay here, cool.
maybe since we don't have any pressing missions, you'd want to go on a date?
A date.
Out of character.
She looks at you. Maybe. What'd you have in mind?
Literally nothing yet? I didn't think I'd get this far.
Love the honesty here.
She's going to smile at you. Gur,
Yes, Miss Latley?
do you think you can hold down the shop for the next hour?
Gur gives the biggest grin and says, yes, ma'am, Miss Latley. I can do that.
Here
Okay.
pumps his fist.
By the way, Tyrannus is pushing everybody out the damn door. I don't care what anybody says. You guys out. I should
Gur,
be harder.
If anyone comes in, go ahead and sell them anything that they want based off of that menu on the wall. If they cause any problems, you just yell for Charnellen and he'll come and take care of business.
Okie dokie.
She smiles and she puts her tool belt down on a hook. She turns and smiles at Kier. Nothing at all? Well, that sounds fun. Maybe I can come up with something as she steps forward and hooks your arm.
Ooh.
And is going
Kier
to
has
lead
the-
you out the door.
Kier has the dopiest grin on his face as he's very, very eagerly being led.
She takes you right to the door. She slides you through the door, closes the Dutch door between you and her, and boops you on the nose. When you've got an idea, come back. And she shuts the top door.
Ooh.
Oh,
That dirty.
Kier looks like he's about to cry.
Tyrannus is gonna put his hand on Akira's shoulder. Did it, dude. You got the hardest part done. Now you just gotta think of where to take her.
Ah, jeez. Are there any good? Oh, she lives here. There's probably no place she hasn't been already.
You
What
know-
is even in Nouch outside
Look,
from shops and a port?
Can I
Take her to the spa.
can I make a suggestion when I was in your position and I didn't jump on it?
Hmm.
Ask her if she wants to just go for dinner at her favorite place. If she has a favorite spot to eat, if she has a favorite spot to do, learn about her, and go. And why am I the one giving advice? He's walking
Just
away.
don't know.
Just go
It's
through with
weird.
it, Kier. Or Tyro, not Kier. Tyro
What?
and Kier.
What's in Grindavik? Heckin?
Oh, I mean, you were worried. You were worried. She's seen everything in Nausha, and you guys have a teleporter, right? Or access to it.
Well,
I mean, maybe. Are we allowed to use that for not official Longstriders
Oh,
business?
you can probably go other places with the teleporter. Maybe there's other nice places. Sorry, nice places.
but do you want to be alone in case shit hits the fan? Actually, yeah, no, you'd be fine with her. Go for it.
Granakwa kind of gives Kira elbow on the shoulder there. Asking her where to go is a safe answer she won't like. Just pick somewhere that you think sounds nice and go with a bit of authority behind it.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Bit of authority.
Yeah, man. Remember what Gert said. Grow some balls.
Make a choice, tell her that's where you're going, and have a good time. Don't worry about what her opinion is. Like you said, she's already been everywhere, so she already has an opinion of wherever you're going. Pick one that sounds nice and just have a good evening.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Okay. Judith, everybody? To sell off the big, scary skull that Granak is just walking around with.
Yeah.
It's my backpack.
Okay.
I would not simply just be wandering around with a cursed item that could possibly unleash a demon in the middle of town.
Well, you'd have to put it on to actually unleash the demon, but yeah.
Or a scam could try to run underneath it and grab it and steal it, and then
Yeah,
accidentally
true.
get it on their head.
Yeah.
Zoya would still be trying to dry up her faith's feathers. They're sort of sticking together.
Here, come here, you. And Tyrannus is gonna kneel down and just wipe his hand over her face and cast prestidigitation to clean him off.
Thanks.
That's what I do. Alright, should we just lead, by the way, with Judas and say, here! By the way, are we saying this as we're walking?
Yeah, we'll start taking off. Granuk will also hand a tissue behind him to Matilda without saying anything.
Matilda briefly opens the visor, so it's just like a little bit. You could like see her mouth.
Yeah, not even
Ooh.
looking, like you have your moment.
Yeah, you hear as she blows her nose,
Just
and then like a clang. It shuts again.
Cool. Well, as you guys head over to Judith's Intricacies and Oddities, you're able to walk up to the bright orange building with the clear glass windows. It's familiar to you guys. You've been here many times before.
Mm-hmm.
As you open the door, the bell jingles over the door, and you smell the wash of apples and cinnamon come across. Hello again.
Boy, have
Good
we got a
afternoon.
problem for you. Sorry,
Oh.
go for it.
Yeah, Granok will just walk up to the counter, place his bag there, and carefully pull out the big old mask.
Ta-da!
Oh. This is an interesting development.
One of our spoils, one would say, from cleansing the temple.
Interesting.
Wait, is Judas
Are you
know
looking to
about
offload this?
Yes.
I understand. So, How much do you want for it?
Can I roll like an insight to see how much I think it would be worth baseline?
Sure.
Ah,
With a 13? That's up to you to decide. How much would you ask for it?
kind of looks to everybody else in the party and raises an eyebrow.
Can I roll an insight, please, to try? That was cool.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm giving the call to action for everybody else to
I'm gonna use my
possibly do one.
inspiration. There you go.
So with a
222.
22, it's worth about 10k gold.
So, yeah, me and Hecken just look at each other, about 10k.
That's what I was thinking.
Sound okay to you, Jude? If?
Roll a persuasion check.
People tend to give me good deals when I talk to them about money.
I will give you advantage.
How's 10k, Judith?
Let's see your persuasion check.
Never mind.
Does she have advantage because of... Oh.
With an 18, I can do 10,000.
Awesome.
And she will provide you with 10,000 gold pieces in exchange for this cursed helmet. If you're
That
willing
makes
to
the
accept
math
that.
kinda easy. Yep.
So that makes it how much per person?
So, well, I guess actually it doesn't now, because Gurdon accepts his share of the money, so everyone gets 1,000 gold pieces of gems now from the mission. Then we got 10,000 divided by 6.
Damn you half numbers!
well.
Yeah, you doing the calculations on that?
Someone can take an extra gold or she can keep one.
Yeah,
Keep it as a tip.
it's 1,666 gold apiece, and then 2/3.
So, one... Damn.
Yeah, what Hecken said in the chat as well.
Yep.
When you combine it with the other pay.
Actually, okay, so if that's that, Judith, can I get 2 items from you, please?
It depends. What are you looking for?
I'm looking... Okay, do you have a very expensive set of tarot cards? I need an Angel of Death card, or the Death card from a set of tarot cards that is worth at least 400 gold pieces.
Oh dear.
Did you have one? Yeah,
no.
difficult to find.
You see, I don't believe in selling those because should someone deal the death card, they tend to die.
Not the deck of many things, just tarot cards.
Indeed. Tarot cards are more than just a set of cardboard, Tyronius. Tarot cards have power.
Oh boy. Okay, so I need to be dealt it. Okay.
And if you're dealt the death card, Tyronius, you'll want to be very careful.
More so than I am now, the chicken shit wizard that I am that ducks behind cover.
She looks at you. Yes.
Figures.
And there's a reverberation to her yes that shakes you internally, sir.
Forgot. Don't mess with the dragons.
So, it's important that you be cautious. Now, the question becomes, is there anything else I can help you with?
Yes, just a scroll of familiar. Find familiar, please.
I'm sorry.
Here will raise his hand
I'm
politely.
all out. The recent attack on Akeda drained pretty much all of my consumables. And Borges hasn't made any more scrolls yet.
Would Borges be sitting in his regular chair now?
Borges is not. Borges is somewhere else right now.
Yeah.
But by the way, Judith, where is Borges, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't know. He went to that raid on Akeda and hasn't come back yet.
Hasn't come back, but he was fine.
That's
All right.
concerning.
So, with that, can I roll a history on facts I remember about the end of the raid,
Sure.
specifically for Borges?
Can I give advantage because I would have been taught? I was there as well.
Sure. So
I'm
with
gonna
the
roll my own
20,
check,
Grenek,
'cause I
you're
was
there.
too.
Well,
Two
Yeah.
20s, even with
the
advantage.
illusion of advantage.
Okay.
A 4.
Zoya didn't remember what happened to Borges. But Grenek, you saw Borges at the end of the raid, and Borges didn't leave with everybody else. Borges was climbing the cliffs deeper into the island.
Oh no,
Oh no.
Aimer!
Oh
What
god.
did you
He's
do, Aimer?
out of character.
No,
He's gonna try
hold
and
on.
flex again.
No. It's me who gets to speak because I rolled the knowledge.
Yeah.
I have the funny hat.
Out of character. The
I
funny
understand that
hat.
bit.
Go ahead, Grenek.
So you said out of character, the effects that we do upon the island specifically don't actually happen / blah 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 retcon
Right.
blah blah blah. So Borges is not technically trapped in there, but he is still on the island as canon.
Correct.
Okay. Throw Judith a free bone of knowledge. The last I saw of him, he was still inside the cavern as the rest of us were pulling back to leave.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. Borges has a bone to pick with Zagreus and probably would not be dissuaded simply by ending a ward or two.
Should
Personal
we be
bets?
worried about him?
I would be more worried about Zagreus. Borges will either take
Remember-
care of himself or he won't, but there's no dealing with him at this point. He's set his mind to something, and he's going to go for it, even if it costs him his life.
Bows his head a little bit. And he is more than wise enough to understand his own choices, so I respect this.
We'll see.
Okay.
Well, is there anything else that I can help you with? Purchasing anything?
Kier is still raising his hand.
Yes, Kier.
He steps forward and says, I've been trying to be braver, and I'm not looking for a shortcut to that, but in our last adventure, I experienced magical fear. Fear I couldn't just stiffen my backbone up and push through. I didn't like it. Do you have anything that could help with that?
She looks at you. Kier, we are all afraid of something. That's normal
No, I mean like
and natural.
Fear frowns at her. No, I mean like a magical compulsory fear. From an external source, not me being a coward.
Well, let's see. And she's going to walk with you down the aisles.
You follows.
Let's see here. What do we got that we could do for this? She's going to come to an aisle where there's a variety of amulets. And she takes you to one that looks bold and strong. It's on a nice hardy chain. It looks like something that Conan the Barbarian might wear. Or a large biker.
Large biker.
This
Symbol of
hardy gold chain has a symbol of a large gold skull on it. Intact and flawless. It's got spikes sticking out of it. She smiles. This might help. But it's not cheap.
How not cheap are we talking?
Well, 1,000 gold pieces, Kier.
Here we'll think about this, and out of character, would I know what this is and does?
Nope.
Or could I, rather? Okay.
No way to
But-
know. You're going to have to trust.
You know what? This shop has not steered me wrong. Even when Borges said, yo dog, just blow it up harder. So he'll look at Judith and nod. 1,000 gold.
Very well. All right. She takes it and she will provide you with the necklace, and she's going to just hand it to you. Not put it on you, but just hand it to you. And it's got a nice heft to it.
It is the bludgeoning
Some
weapon.
Mr. T chains here.
If you guys ever played
No.
the old school game from LucasArts called Full Throttle, it's
Oh,
from
I know that one.
No.
Yep.
Right.
But I have Google.
Okay.
What? And heckin'.
Oh. I see.
All right.
But anyway, so what did I just purchase?
I will get that to you before next week.
Alright, well then it's Heckin's turn.
Yep. So Heckin's looking for a wand. Heckin's raising a feather.
Hi, my name's Hecken.
Hello, Heckin.
we
I am
negotiated
Judith.
moments ago. Oh, you smell lovely.
Thank you. You do too. You have a very sweet aroma, very floral coming off of you. You smell like honey.
Hecken sniffs her pits. Okay.
Well, you are what you eat.
Oh, must have been the shower last night. I was looking. I nearly died a few days ago. I was looking for something to keep me alive, like a ring or a cloak.
Oh, well, rings of protection we have right over here. And she takes you to a glass case that has a myriad of rings in it. And she will pull one out that is in the shape of a shield. This should be able to assist you a little bit.
Thank you. How much do you want for it?
Well, after all, I can't do them completely for free, but these would be 3,500 gold.
Sure.
I know that that's expensive, but I'm sure that traveling with these fine folks, you'd be able to acquire that much gold quickly.
What price can you put on safety?
Well, I know a gentleman who puts the price of 25,000 gold on safety.
That's more than I've got.
Yeah, it was an expensive
That
investment.
wouldn't be a
That
short
life
story if we were
insurance.
safe.
Yeah, isn't it that insurance bloke
Yep,
down the street?
Astrid Bronzebeard, who provides life insurance.
Never actually found out what exactly the life insurance is, but better be painful.
And guys, is this where I ask for the ointment as well?
What do you mean the oint?
The Kim's ointment.
No, that would be
Fart boiler.
boilers.
Fart boiler.
Yeah.
What an interesting name. Okay, I look forward to meeting him. Sounds delightful.
Matilda
You'd be
squints her eyes at
surprised.
Teronius.
You would be
Her eyes
surprised.
are behind a visor, aren't they?
I know.
Zoe
Sorry,
would walk
Zoe.
up to Hecken. You'd be surprised.
Whoa, where did you come from? I'm surprised.
I meant you'd be surprised about Farboiler.
Ah, okay.
He's gotten a
Though I
lot
do tend to do
better.
that.
He's gotten a lot better since his wife took over.
Oh,
Excuse me? His wife took over
Oh.
the potion shop?
Well, you heard the potion shop burnt down.
Yeah.
It did what?
Didn't
now
say
it's
that
a
they were
now it's a
rebuilding.
meadery, right?
They've reopened across town a meadery.
The potion
Yeah,
shop burnt down?
Yeah, the
Yes.
potion shop burnt down. The Feywatch, I think, found him, and Tay Eagle Splitter looks at Matilda.
Okay.
No, actually is like a partial owner of it as well. I've been meaning to honestly stop there. Kia, you could probably go there, seeing as it's a new place. That Lotley might or might not have tried, but I want to go there, at least after the buffing.
You may absolutely be finding that place very interesting. Ever since they've reopened as Farboiler's Honey Hole, you may want to check it out.
Cool.
I'm gonna scope this place out before I invite Lolly there.
Yeah. By the way, are you done, Hecken?
Yes, thanks for asking.
I've had my head smacked around a few times. What was the price of a wand of magic missile again? I know I've asked you in the past. If you have one in stock.
I actually do have one in stock. Someone recently sold one to me.
Nice. How much is it worth before we go and get it?
8,000 gold.
Yep. That's why I'd forgotten it. Snap. And how much were the beads of fireballs?
The necklace of fireballs. The necklace of fireballs is 300 gold per bead. But you're better served by casting the spell.
I know. I was just thinking of having it in the back pocket. Plus, Kia, you said you wanted to have at least one, didn't you?
It was nice to have in the back pocket.
I'm pretty sure he wants to be able to blitzkrieg the platform.
I'm not gonna blitz. I'm not gonna yeet. I'm not gonna yeet. How many? Was it
6
9
feet to
yeet?
fireball in one turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not that stupid. Close. Not that stupid.
All right.
It was glorious, though.
But no, I'm going to. I would like to ask for 2 beads of fireball if possible, please, and I'm going to give one to Kia.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, you've helped me out, as I said, and the scary woman who tutors me now is she's got a point. So you have a bead of fireball, and I have a bead of fireball, just in case of fuck.
Very well. Is there anything else that I can sell you today?
I'm not sure how much they go for. I'm looking for a travel bag that can keep food preserved.
Oh, the bag of holding.
Those would be 4,000 gold, unfortunately. But I only have one left. It is secondhand.
Did a bugbear sell it?
No.
Insight check.
We literally left him at the spot. What?
With an insight check? Why would she lie?
Just a coinky dink. Okay.
Something tells me Gur's never letting go of that bag anyways, because he's going to need it on his adventures.
Right.
Yep, no.
Right.
Yeah, right. But
Okay,
Tyronius is
so-
like, hang on.
Okay. So,
I do know that Kier, you have the ability to make a bag of holding, right?
I mean, potentially, yeah.
Okay. Alright. Matilda's gonna walk up and down the first few aisles, kind of looking for something, checking her belt pouch, and ends up choosing nothing.
okay. Cool.
While we were at the raid, I saw one of the gentlemen there have a orbiting shield around them. Not 100% sure what it was, but it looked very intriguing.
Oh, animated shields, yes. The recent sale on those has been very hot. No one has sold any of them to me recently, unfortunately. I sold 3 in the past 2 months.
Well,
And I'm all
I
out.
appreciate the idea, but I've grown really fond of my Sentinel shield here.
Well, I was thinking for myself to be able to both use my spear here and then have my shield as defense as well. I appreciate it, Judith, but how much would it be if you had one?
Animated. It would be 6,000 gold.
Okay. Do let me know if you do get another one in stock.
Of
I do have the
course.
funds to be able to purchase it.
Of course. The recent actions have been draining on my inventory.
I can imagine. At least delightful on the purse, right?
For the most part. Sometimes it's required that I provide things at a discount in order to further the goals that I have.
Give a little bit of a head nod towards that, accepting her answer.
Well,
that will be it for me. Thank you so much.
of course. Have a wonderful time. And, if you need anything, you know where to find me.
Always. Thank you for your patronage.
And that's where we're going to end for today, as you guys are going to be leaving Judith's Intricacies and Oddities and heading out into the town.
Into the woods.
As always, guys, thank you so much for choosing me to be your GM and choosing to level up your game with GM Eric. Do check out the Patreon over at patreon.com/GM Eric. Go ahead and check that. We got announcements and more stuff coming up on there. Check out the Discord and watch the videos over on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. If you do watch them, do hit the thumbs up. It makes me feel good to see those get likes. Comment on them. It does help me out. Check out the products over at gmeric.com in the form of the Sageos t-shirt and the Punch Aimer in the Face pillow, as well as the Learn to Play one-shot. So if there's someone you know who wants to learn to play D&D, either online or for the first time, the signups for that are over at gmeric.com. Have a wonderful week, guys. Please stay safe, and we'll be back tomorrow morning for the Us Against the Gods as they're trying to reclaim their ship in Cordray Gruul. Have a wonderful time, guys. Take care, and we'll catch you guys later.